Here we go. Now this is either we'll decide later. You're either on the Patreon or this is free on YouTube.
Okay.
Whatever. We left off at LBJ.
LBJ. First of all, there's an interesting tie-in. A person that ties together JFK, LBJ, and Nixon.
Is it my mother's cunt?
It's your mother's cunt.
Is it really?
No, it really wasn't.
Oh, God damn it.
No, there are some parts of history your mother's cunt did not figure into. There's only a few. But the person who's sort of that combines these three figures in an interesting way is Jackie O. Because, first of all, obviously she's connected to JFK because he fucked her.
Yeah.
But there's this great, first of all, and I've been to like every presidential library, not every one. I've been to a lot. And Nixon's has this really weird artifact. They always have these artifacts, like the actual written. So there's these notes. It's a letter written by Jackie O to Nixon right after JFK was shot. Like it's one of the first things she did. And it's like on hotel stationery. And it's just in her hand, and it's like many pieces, like little notepad pieces. She sat down and wrote a letter to Richard Nixon. Because the thing with all these families is they all hung out together. So even if they were political enemies, like if Kennedy and Nixon are debating, Pat Nixon and what's her name and Jackie hung out. They were all their families
Nixon's
traveled together.
Pat.
What's that?
His wife's name was Pat.
Patricia Nixon. Yeah.
Was she cute?
I mean, I don't.
Would you fuck her?
You know, ladies back then. Ladies.
Yeah.
She was a lady. With the hair.
Yeah. It just sucks. He's the cool guy has.
He was
Jackie.
he was desperately in love with her.
He's got Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really loved her very much, Patricia. The story about her that I love is that Nixon, she was a librarian. There's a lot of stories about presidents that have this in their history. He went to the library and there was this beautiful Patricia, young librarian, and he would go in there and talk to her. Been looking for the, Boswell's history biography.
How to live with a huge cock.
Yes. Yes, I just don't know how to do it. And one day he went in there and he said, I just came to tell you that someday I'm going to marry you.
Oh, man.
And Patricia said, no, you're not.
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend. He goes, okay, who's this boyfriend? She goes, he lives in this town over, And he goes, how are you getting there? Are you going on a date? She goes, yeah, I have a date with him tonight. She goes, well, how are you getting there? She goes, I'm taking a bus. He goes, no, I'll drive. That's unsafe. So he would drive her to her dates.
Whoa.
And he would look after her. He's like, you're going to marry me someday. And so he just sort of was her friend, and he looked after her, and then he wore her down. Same thing with Truman and Bessie. Bessie, he wrote long letters to that we have now. And in one of the letters, he wrote and said, I want to marry you.
Yeah.
And she wrote back and said, geez, Harry, I'm just don't love you. I like you that way. And he wrote back and he said, I just want to thank you for not making fun of me when I asked you. So let's please remain friends. And they were friends for years.
And then
finally
he started killing it.
And she started looking at herself in the mirror and going, I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah.
And this dude might be something. So I don't know what went into it.
Who we were just looking at a guy. I was watching a thing on presidents before we left, and it is a theme where they try to get with a lady, and they're like, no, and then they're like, I'm just gonna be the fucking president.
I'm gonna be the best guy ever.
Yeah. It's what happened in when you saw the movie Vice? It's my favorite part of the movie with Cheney.
We'll get to them.
Getting
a
DUI,
his wife.
Getting a DUI and getting a fight.
He was a fuck up.
And then she's like, you're a loser. I'm going to leave you. And he's like, I'll become the greatest man of all time.
Well, she made him that. Made him that. But I'll get to that because I met that lady. So
wait, what was the story of the letter Jackie sent?
So Jackie, when John was dead and she still got his blood on her pink dress, she wanted to take it off. It was a nice fucking dress. She's like, I'm not going to wear this for one fucking day. She kept it on. And the thing that she had his brains in her hand. And she walked up to somebody in the operating room and said, does anybody need this for anything?
It's like an IKEA.
She had the president's brain in her.
Yeah.
And she was like,
I found this screw on the ground.
Yeah,
we might have missed some.
And they're like, oh,
shit.
that isn't. She's like, is that important? They're like, yeah, it's pretty important.
That's his.
And they're like, she's like, you want to put it back in? They're like, no, you go ahead and eat it. And she ate his brain. It's true. It's true. You ever seen the autopsy photos? In the background, you can see her.
You can see Jackie stuffing one down.
Sweetmeats, or whatever you call it. So she wrote. It just reminds me, and this isn't presidential, but this is one of the funniest things that Nick DiPaolo ever said to me. I know I made fun of him in the last one, so I want to praise him. I love the guy. It's like my brother. We used to live together, and I was telling him about this thing that I had heard about. The thing about Nick DiPaolo is that you tell him about something, and he finds the joke. So the thing I told him about was that there's somewhere in Asia they love monkey brains, and the best way to enjoy monkey brains is when they're still alive. So there's these tables with little like skull-shaped holes in them.
Yeah.
And they put the monkey up there and they cut the top of it and you just cut it open and you eat it with a little stylish fork. And I said this to Nick and he's pretended to be one of those guys. He's like, I'm sending mine back. It's retarded. Like that would make it taste bad. This one's retarded. I want my money back. Okay, so LBJ... no, so Jack's dead, and Jackie writes Nixon.
Yeah.
And she says, listen, I know that you're going to charge ahead and try to be president. Like, I'm thinking about you right now. With my husband dead, you're the first person I thought of. You and Pat and your family. And I think about what we've all sacrificed of ourselves in order to achieve these great historical moments and in order to be president. And I lost my husband to this. This killed him. And I don't want this to happen to you. You're a good man. You've got a good family. And I'm just saying, this is me saying now, cool it and take what you got and retire and be a family man because it's going to kill you too.
Yeah.
She wrote this to him.
Wow.
Great moment.
Wow.
Now, there's another thing. When LBJ was president, he was very much in love with Jackie. Everyone loved Jackie.
Yeah.
So LBJ loved Jackie, and there's a tape you can hear of him calling Jackie from the White House, drunk, in the middle of the night. You hear her like, hello? And he's like, Jackie, Jackie, God damn it, I love you, Jackie. And you hear her go, Mr. President?
Oh, what a betrayal, dude.
It's just beautiful.
What the
It's
fuck?
just beautiful. Jackie, I don't know what to do anymore. Mr. President? She's like, in a nice nightgown. Anyway.
Did you ever watch that movie recently with...
I couldn't, as soon as I heard her doing the accent, I'm like, it's just too much.
See, I never heard Jackie.
I don't like biopics. I don't like
really?
it so much. Yeah, not usually.
I'm trying to
anyway.
think. Yeah.
LBJ... I told you this story last time after we stopped, but the two stories I also read and saw in his library. One was that a Mexican woman who lived in his home district in Texas, her husband died. He was killed in World War II, killed in action, and his coffin was sent back to her hometown, and nobody would bury it because he's Mexican. None of the undertakers, none of the cemeteries would take his body because they're only white people. And so she wrote to LBJ, who was at the time her senator, and she said, is there anything you can do? I can't bury my war hero husband. He's just a regular fucking corporal who got shot. And so they have this letter, and then you see his reply. He says, I'm really sorry to inform you that I can't force those people to do something they don't want to do. And I know it's not enough, but all I can do is bury your husband in Arlington Cemetery with full honors. So that guy's in Arlington. So that's the kind of guy.
Cool.
And that's a quiet story of his. You know what I mean? He was a principled guy. He was a fucked up guy. He was weird. But that's something he did. And
was he? I asked you this before, I think, but was he like? Because he got the civil rights thing going, right?
Yeah, he did. He did passed the civil everything. Rights bill. He used JFK's death to pass everything on civil rights. It was always his intention. He he was a integrationist guy. He was a guy who wanted an integration. He lived in Texas, and he was a Southern Democrat.
Yeah.
So he was pragmatic about it.
Is he a big guy? He was big, right?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he was
I don't know why I think of him as big.
He was a farm guy. He was a real fucking country guy, and he did stuff like he had these dogs. And he would lift his dogs by the ears and show the press, look at my dogs. And everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Don't do that.
I guess that's my dog.
Dude, is there anything more unsettling when someone grips their dog up like that?
Yeah,
like
I've never even heard of that.
Well, just even grab it by the back of the neck.
But by the ear, he was like a hound and he held him by the ear. Look at my dog.
Dude, when it's not a puppy and someone grabs it by the back of the neck, it's like, dude, stop.
And also, he used to make a lot of his phone calls on the toilet. And he would have meetings on the toilet, like he made a lot of big decisions sitting on the toilet. And they'd talk to him, Mr. President, what do you want to do about Korea? And he's like, I don't give a goddamn or whatever, and so Vietnam and all that stuff. And the thing about LBJ that to me is like an important thing is that he was an empathetic president. In other words, he felt when other people felt. Okay, this is my problem with some other presidents, is that they don't have that. They don't actually. There is a famous photograph you can find of him where one of his, I think it was his son-in-law, I think it was Chuck Todd, was who ended up being a senator from Virginia, turned into a real douche later, but he sent a tape of, he was a lieutenant in the army in Vietnam, and lieutenants were just like having to take platoons out and just get them all massacred. Yeah. So he just sent a reel-to-reel tape to his father-in-law, the president, describing a bloody day in Vietnam and how many guys he lost and how bad it was. And there's a photograph of LBJ listening to this tape, and he's just got his glasses off and he's just sobbing because he knows that he's in charge of this. Yes.
To some
extent. Kept it going. He still thought it was right, or he couldn't undo it. I don't know.
I think,
but it made him feel
that's the
lot.
Conspiracies, though.
Well, I have my uncle is very retired. He's in his 80s, but he was a commander in the Navy, and he was a CB, an instruction battalion. He was an engineer, and they went to Vietnam early when we were still. It was called we were just sending advisors, and so he was sent there to build for them, and he got a bunch. He went around to his Navy friends and talked them into going to Vietnam for this venture. It was not a war yet. And then it turned into a war under his feet. And all the fucking guys he brought over there got killed. Mm. And then he came back to the States and had to tell all their, apologize to their families. So like there's a lot of guys who are like in those command positions was just, they're in a war.
Yeah.
But so that was, so LBJ ran. So he took over for Jack, and then he ran in 64.
Yeah, I believe he did.
And he beat who? These are the guys I don't know who LBJ's vice president was.
I think he might have lost to Nixon his first.
No, he only ran once for president in 64. And technically...
Yeah, he served from 63 to 69.
Yeah, so 64, who did he beat? Who was the Democrat? Who was the Republican nominee? Because Nixon sat it out. Nixon didn't run this time.
Goldwater.
Barry Goldwater. Okay. So, but then when it got to be 68, this is another. He did tough things, LBJ. Like he took it on the chin.
I mean, Vietnam and civil rights are two of the biggest. I mean, it's
huge conflicts. And then he did something that no president has, some presidents maybe have done, but the way he did it was very dramatic, which was that in 68, he just knew he didn't have the confidence of the people anymore. He knew that he had to face, it was a very Nixonian moment. He had to face that he had lost the confidence of the people and that he wasn't popular anymore and everything was fucked. And so he made this speech where he said, I will not seek, nor will I accept my party's nomination for a second term as president. Like he declared, I'm not running a second time. That's fucking rare.
Yeah.
That's rare. Most guys just do it because you're supposed to. When I worked at Conan's show early, I was a writer for Conan the first 2 years. we did one bit that I love. It was my favorite bit we ever did. It was just new inventions. It was just weird inventions. So one of them, and it was one that I wrote. It was a machine that it's a big belt that you wear, and then there's a probe in your ass. And when you fart, so you're not embarrassed by the smell, by the sound.
Yeah.
Instead of your fart, you hear that speech. So we had a guy like there, and he farts, and you hear, "I will not seek, nor shall I accept." Anyway, so LBJ didn't run again, and in '68, and then that's when everything fell apart. Bobby ran and was running away with the nomination.
Yeah.
And then he got shot in California.
Yeah.
Replaced by McGovern, who nobody liked, and Nixon ran against McGovern.
How close to the election did Bobby get shot?
It's a good question. It was a California primary. He was there he'd been winning everything.
Yeah. Oh, so it was in the primaries.
It was in the primaries.
Yeah.
And
what was the name of the guy who shot him? It was like something.
Sirhan. Yes. And there's a picture, a famous picture of him laying there. And there was, so if you look at the picture, there's a guy holding him. You see that guy holding his head?
Yeah.
He's a busboy. A just Mexican busboy working in a hotel, and it was in the kitchen. Like he had just made a speech, and he was coming through. Just to back up for a second with Bobby, because Bobby was an incredible guy. Bobby had a fluid mind of a crackling brain. Like he was like John was, moved slow and made careful moves, and Bobby was passionate. When my mother, when I first got an iPhone, first time I'd ever held that thing, I took it to my mother's house, and my mother was a computer programmer, but this item was like, she's like, it's a phone. And I go, name any image or moment, recorded moment.
That's what she went with?
What's that?
And that's the one she went with?
Just no, let me finish. I said, name any recorded moment in history.
Yeah.
And she said, when Martin Luther King was killed, Bobby Kennedy was about to have a rally, give a speech at a rally of all black people. It was a black audience, like in some city. And he got the news. And he had to tell the audience that MLK had been assassinated. And he, off the cuff, said some things about it and gave a speech, which was just very moving. And I just went, fucking RFK, MLK.
Yeah.
And played it for her. And she was like, wow. What is happening? Yeah.
That's awesome. So, I thought, I was close with my guess. I thought your mom was going to be like, if I could see anything in the world right now,
it would be him getting
show me him dead on the ground.
He's show me that motherfucker
I'd like to see it.
With blood on his face. So he was shot coming out of they were taking him through the kitchen. Sirhan shoots him. And this busboy is the one who catches him. It just was in a melee of people. So a guy who had nothing to do with anything, senor. So he's got Kennedy's head in his lap, and he looks down at him, and he never spoke about it. Like press used to ask him, he just refused to talk about it because he felt the moment was very personal. But he finally, I think the guy might be dead, but I saw an interview with him where he said what happened, which is that Bobby said, he just asked him, do you have a rosary? He knew he would because he's fucking Mexican. He said, do you have a rosary? And he did. And they gave him a rosary, and he basically took his last rites.
Holy shit.
He gave Bobby a shot at a Catholic little death.
Damn.
Sirhan went to prison. I think he's still alive. I think he's still in prison. So he shows up in a great book by the guy who invented profiling in the FBI, the guy who invented criminal profile.
Okay.
Richard Kessler, something like that. This guy wrote this book. He was the first guy in the FBI to come up with the idea of figuring out why killers do what they do. They didn't used to do that.
The guy for the Mindhunter show?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. He invented this thing.
Yes.
So, and the book is great because the book starts with a guy who murdered a serial killer who killed somebody in in Sacramento somewhere in some neighborhood, killed a lady, went in her house, killed a lady, and then killed another lady the next day. And so they flew this guy in who had become famous for this. He took one look at the murder scene. He said, "You're looking for a white man in his 40s who has a big beard. He's living in his car that's filled with newspapers and trash from McDonald's. And if you don't catch him, he's going to do this every day." And they went and found the guy exactly on that. So then when that guy was caught, he did the next part of his job, which was he interviewed him to find out, because these guys love talking. And he asked him all the questions so they understand these guys better. And he asked the guy, "How did you pick your victims?" That's a key thing that's in finding out how they're going to pick the next one. And he said, "I would just go to any house, and if the door was unlocked, I'd kill anybody in there." So it wasn't like she looked like my mom.
Yeah.
And so he said, "I'm putting this in the first chapter to just tell you, you're going to just lock your doors. Please lock your door."
Yeah.
Okay, so that
it's
guy.
Funny, it's funny to just ruin the profiling thing.
Yes.
He's like, "Oh no, I don't."
No, if the door is unlocked.
What are you talking about?
If you're dumb, I'll kill you. But anyway, all that, I know I'm getting away from presidents.
No,
The point is, that guy, once he learned this thing of like talking to the guys, he realized we have all the most notorious killers in federal prisons. I want to go talk to them. And he couldn't get permission because everyone in the FBI said that's macabre and it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
So then he realized, why am I asking? Just go to a federal prison, show him he's like a gold FBI badge.
Yeah.
So the first guy he talked to was Sirhan Sirhan.
Wow.
He shows up and he just says, "I want to see him." And Sirhan comes.
Was he like, "The kitchen was unlocked"? He said the kitchen was unlocked. I didn't even know who the fuck that guy was.
So he didn't ask. I don't know if he asked him that question, but he talked to Sirhan for a couple hours, and it was a dead end. He just he rambled, and he talked about his conspiracy, what he thought was, why he did it. He has a weird story that he thinks why he did it, and he didn't learn anything. And he thought maybe this isn't a good idea. He was about to give up on the science of this, and then right before Sirhan left, he stopped and he took off his shirt, because he works out in prison, and he goes, "Hey, what do you think of Sirhan now?" And he showed his muscles, and he went like, "Oh, he's fucking vain. He's vain. He wants people to look at him." And that unlocked, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So like that Hannibal Lecter thing, what does he do? He kills women. No, that's incidental.
Yeah.
What is the point of the guy? So anyway, that's Sirhan. Kill Robert Kennedy.
Sirhan's got to be dead, right?
When
was it? That was
he
60...
still goes out for parole every few years. And
they gotta let him out. Oh, he's got a couple years, dude.
yeah,
He's the best is the guy who shot. Oh, well, I guess we'll get to him.
well, Mike Sweeney, comedian, did the best joke ever. He wrote for Conan for years, but he was a great stand-up. And I'm saying his name, so I think I can steal his joke. Mike Sweeney. He used to do a joke about Sirhan at his first parole hearing. He said, "I think if Robert Kennedy was alive today, he would say that I should be let go." And he goes, "Boy, just of all the bad luck, it's the one guy who would have stuck up for him. Turns out it's the guy he shot." Anyway, Sirhan kills Robert Kennedy, and Democrats go to the fucking convention in Chicago. Richard Daley and the fucking yippies show. And then we had another time like this. Far way out left yippies. Making a noise and wanting it to be a riot at the Democratic National Convention, not the Republican. They were like Nixon. There's another time like that it was like, yeah, we all know Nixon's a dick, but let's fuck with the Democrats. Let's go after the liberal side of things. And there was gas,
there's horses running
fucking
over people.
Insane. So it was like the Democrats came across as this fucking chaotic bunch.
Yep.
They end up with McGovern and nobody gives a fuck. It's just this bad sort of like fucking the Democrats represent chaos and drugs and all this stuff. And there wasn't a thing of like, let's get together behind McGovern to beat Nixon. That just was not going to happen. So Nixon fucking finally, after all those years of his long life in politics, having been vice president for fucking Eisenhower, having been a senator and during the McCarthy hearings, all this stuff, he ends up being president of the United States in 1960. And he gets the people, he does the moral majority, the people that, or what do you call them? The silent majority. The silent majority.
Still
and all the guys that had hard hats who hated hippies. And he counted on that. And it won, and he won.
Yeah, it's coming again. We're doing the same thing.
Same thing.
Exact same thing.
Same thing. So then you get to Nixon through 4 years, and he gets to 72. Now
I have a question. Was the press gay back then like they are now? Were they like totally like?
Well, it was a different bunch of guys, like Dan Rather and fucking, I mean, I'm forgetting all these guys' names.
It was
I used
never
to
this
watch these
partisan,
guys.
though, right?
No, because there was the CBS News, which was Walter Cronkite, and there was NBC and ABC. That was the news. Was you chose between three dudes, and there was David Brinkley, and they had Meet the Press. They had some stuff that they even still have now.
Yeah,
but it was the press was centralized. There wasn't this sort of like the written press was pretty out there. But the TV news was what everybody was really following. And so everyone watched the same news. And then we argued. So it was different. And you never had a sense that the press, to answer your question, no, they really weren't gay. Shane, I don't agree with using gay that way. He's even making me sound gay because I'm so upset with him. My God. So... Well, like Cronkite. Cronkite was a picture.
It's funny to actually be gay when you're being gay.
It's the best.
Like to be mad about something. Get a coaster for that.
Stop it. Stop it. Especially this angry gay. Stop it. Shane.
What's more terrifying?
No, that would be if you had two gay dads. There would have been one who's like, Shane, just don't make him mad. And Shane, what the fuck are you saying to him? Shane.
They could be the most terrible. That's the most scary getting yelled at.
By your gay dad.
By
I knew a gay. I knew a
gay
number of gay. I knew a number of gay dads and two moms when I was raising my kids. A lot of their friends had gay dads, and I saw It's the same as any other stereotype. There are many kinds of heterosexual parents. There are soft-hearted, useless heterosexual parents. There are distracted, narcissistic. I think I can change my kid's life parents that are heterosexuals, and there's just fucking like. Got it, gets it, doing the tough work, heterosexual parents. And it's the same in my experience with gay moms and gay dads. I've known gay dads who are just like hard tack fucking, I'm not fucking this up.
Yeah.
But also I know it's his life. That like I've known so many kinds, but they all sound like this. But anyway. Not really.
Kick the ball.
Not
Kick
really,
it,
but it's
Tyler.
more-
Go.
it's more
At
fun.
the fucking T-ball.
Well, that's
game.
what a straight dad sound like.
Yeah.
But so
Gay dads are great.
gay dads are great. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Walter Cronkite has two great moments that show you what the press was back then. There's the moon landing, and there's Kennedy getting killed. These, and again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see both of these. So the moon landing is just they show the fucking footage of Neil touching down, which didn't happen. They didn't never land on the moon. And then they cut to Cronkite.
What's his name? That was your boy. That was Kubrick, dude. He did the moon landing.
Kubrick did the moon.
Yeah.
That's why they gave him all the lenses. Yeah. He used the lenses for Barry Lyndon. It's true. Barry Lyndon is a great movie by Stanley Kubrick, and it takes place in like the 1600s. And he wanted it to look like that, so he used no electric lights. But he needed lenses that drink a huge amount of light. And he got NASA to give him moon lenses.
So he did do the moon landing.
Yes, nobody's ever been on the moon. Nobody's ever been on the moon. 100%.
And you see there's some clues in The Shining.
Huh?
There's clues that
About
he
the
did
moon?
It. Yeah.
I don't believe this. I think they went to
Yeah,
but,
we'll see.
But
No, I think somebody was trying to argue that in like some Chinese astronomy, they found they satellite images of where people landed.
yes.
And they're like, why would we help cover this?
By
up?
the way, they went up like 20 times. It's not even that big a deal. But so Cronkite, when they landed on the moon, you just cut to him and he's got this big childish grin on his face. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say, this is a marvelous moment. He just reports, and Neil has landed. A man has landed on the moon. He says the facts, but he's got a bit. You can see the feeling, but he doesn't say it. And then the other moment that is just devastating is when Kennedy dies. He says he gets the report. He gets it in his hand, and he says President Kennedy has died. He died at 12 o'clock, and he takes off his glasses to look at the clock above him because he's reading. To look at the clock above him and says, and that's 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. He just reports that Kennedy has died and reports the time, and he looks at his local clock, and then he puts his glasses back on, and he goes,
Sports.
and he just swallows. Vice President Lyndon Johnson is to be sworn into. And there's this moment between where he's taking in that the president of the United States is dead, which, without even thinking about who it was just horrible. Yeah. And then that he probably knew him, you know? So, but that was he didn't grandstand. You know, you watch the news now and they're just like, you know, and they're just feeling shit.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. They are not supposed to, you know, like when I worked for Letterman, the Yankees were in the World Series, and I got caught up in it, and because I'm a New Yorker, I'm a Boston guy, but I just got caught up in it. It was
fun.
So we took Larry Bud Melman, this character that Letterman had, to the game and interviewed the players, and then I got to be in the press box during the game, and me and a friend of mine who was a writer were sitting there watching the game, and we're cheering when the Yankees hit, and then we look and everyone's staring at us like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't cheer in the press box. Like, it was like, we're all fans of something, but shut the fuck up. I think that shit's gone. I think that's all really
certainly.
Gone. But anyway, so Nixon serves.
Also, one more thing about Kennedy, dude. Why go to the moon? It's probably my favorite speech.
We do things.
Why? Yeah. We choose to go to the moon, not because it is easy, but because it is hard.
Because it's hard, yes. Dude. And he also, in one of his speeches about them, he had a great joke.
He also, in there, he goes, why does Rice play Texas? That gets me every time. I'm just like, dude, why are they playing? They get fucking killed every year.
That's right.
And they're still doing it.
Yes. Kennedy also had a great parable he used to tell. There's a lot of speeches that are lost because a lot of these guys, they didn't record every speech. But one of his, he liked telling jokes about Irish guys. So did Reagan. They had that in common. They both used like Patty jokes.
Yeah.
So he tells a story during his moon mission, when trying to get the money in the country behind the moon, and he talks about these three Irish guys walking along the leas of whatever, you know, just crossing the great green grasses of Ireland, and then they get to a stone wall, and they go, "Should we climb the wall? Or should we go turn back and go home?" And one of them takes his friend's hat off his head and throws it over the wall and says, "I guess we're going." So that was part of Kennedy's thing. It's not that good.
No,
but anyway,
that's cool.
So, and then Nixon's president when they land on the moon. And there's in his library in Yorba Linda, California, where he was born and raised, and the little house that he was born in is there at the library. There's a phone, which is the phone that he talked to the moon on. It's the White House. They took the White House phone that he made it's just a fucking beige phone with a big white button and a big red hold button. I don't know if he put them on hold, but he, talked to, well, it's just wonderful that you're up there.
You're up on the moon.
You're up there and Jack is dead. Fuck him. And
nothing could stop me now.
Yeah, no. So he was president when that happened, and so 68 turns into the 72, and now the country's really fucking changing. Everything's in color now. The TV's in color. Everything's, hippies are starting to get old.
Yeah, they're starting to wash out a little.
Yes.
What's sadder than that?
Two things happened to the hippies. First of all, they killed a bunch of them. They killed a bunch of their leaders. But they also got the drugs started to take a bad effect. They went from mind liberating pot to fucking heroin and cocaine, which are dark drugs. They became dark
evil
high.
Hippies.
Yes, and then some of them grew up and had families and wanted to be rich. So, and there's another thing you can find on YouTube that's great are the debates between Abby Hoffman and Rubin. He was Jane Fonda's husband, and he was a congressman eventually. But he was one of the Jerry Rubin, I think his name is. He was one of the yippies. He's one of the. He was a wicked radical, and he used to be one of those guys. We're not taking his shit anymore, and the president come here and kiss my fucking ass.
Yeah.
And Abby Hoffman had the best.
Became a congressman.
Yes, Abby Hoffman was Abby Hoffman said the N-word constantly during speeches because he would just be with a bullhorn and talking about fuck you, and he was like really inappropriate. And he was really a lit up nut,
Yeah.
Abby Hoffman. Him and Jerry Rubin they were like the East Coast, West Coast hippies. Later, Jerry Rubin became a huge capitalist. He became a yuppie. That's where the term yuppie came from. And the two of them debated. They traveled together to different universities, and they would debate their generation's new predicaments of, do we keep the fight going of trying to get out of wars and trying to be Democrats and trying to liberate this country? And the other ones were like, we got to grow up, and we got to. And what Rubin was saying was, we need a candidate. We need to win an election. So we need to go to the center, and we need to talk to big business and small business, and we need to talk about being a practical, because that's the liberal dream. And this became Clinton. This is where Clinton came from that. From the hippies saying, okay, we're not going to just protest our whole lives and be these losers. At one point, they had a huge amount of power.
Yeah.
In Vietnam, they had a lot of power. They held this vigil around the Lincoln Memorial. And I mean, think of the time, because MLK gave this speech there and they fucking shot the guy. And I remember being at the Lincoln Memorial with my kids and saying that this spot, the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, is it's a place you can really understand American history from. Because you look that way, you see Washington, and that was the creation of our country, right? And then you see the Capitol, which was the growth of this legislator. But there's Washington, which was the creation of the country and revolution. And then there was Lincoln, who kept it together as a union. You know, who that was the second step. Yeah, we're our own country, but also, even if millions die, we need to be a union. Okay, that's what Lincoln did. And then who stood here and made this place even important for a new generation? MLK stood there, and there was a sea of people, and he had to fight for, inside of that union that Lincoln preserved, that Washington started. He said, we have to fight for our rights in here. He was the first one to say there's a civil way to fight for, to push for our rights legally and through through nonviolent resistance. So this is a huge place.
It's firing me up, dude.
Right?
This
country has
cool,
an incredibly romantic history. And there's another way to look at all of this, apparently, but this is the way that I was taught it. And I see it again as a story. So, but then after he'd been shot, and all that became rubble, like that, all that was pushed aside. And now that we're in a fucking melee war, Nixon's president. It feels like forever. It just feels like Nixon's never not going to be president. He was a psychotic. He's taking drugs. He's drinking a lot. He was so racist. He was like, there's tapes of him saying about Italians. He's like, I don't like Italians. They smell different. He says that on tape. And
he was right.
Well, depends on if they've been cooking. But so Nixon, so the mall and the memorial is just besieged by strung out hippies, students, and veterans who came home from the war and hate the war now, and have Ron Kovic and all these guys in wheelchairs going, what the fuck did I do this for?
Yeah.
This certainly isn't World War II. What are we winning here? When is this war going to end? And it was just a mess. And in the middle of all that, in the middle of the night one night, Nixon got in his limo and drove into the middle of that. He went to the Lincoln Memorial. Do you know this?
No.
There's footage of this too. He was looking out his window. You fucking kids. The fuck did they know? But it was breaking his heart. Yeah. Because even though he had the hard hats, and even though he had the silent majority, just like now, nobody wants the silent majority. People want the cool people to like them. Twitter is like 39 people and 60,000 bots. It's very few people. It's a bunch of kids that are fighting and saying this extremist shit, and the huge vast amount of the liberal part of this country is not into any of that. But nobody's satisfied with just knowing that the average person gets it, and that when you really deal with human beings on a real level, they're going to do the right thing. I believe that. I have a lot of confidence in human and American, just the way we are as people. But these folks that yell and scream, they really get people want them to like them. And so Nixon, even though he was winning by a landslide everywhere, he's looking out that window and he's looking at those kids, because it's your kids. It's like if everybody likes you, but your kids think you're a piece of shit, it just eats at you. It just destroys you. And so he got in the limousine, and he drove into the middle of the protesters, and he got out and he talked to them. And there's just this footage of him talking. He's in his stupid suit. And they're like, man, you don't get, man, you're just you're like an imperialist piece of shit, man. And he's like, well, I understand your point, but I mean, do you just think we just give up? I mean, what happened to this country? And they talked. They really talked. I don't know what it did to him, but he did get us out of that war.
You ever see? Yeah.
Nixon did pull us out of that war. Now, he did it in a way that is horrible, which is that he bombed Cambodia. And this is the story that I heard, is that he had this very specific strategy, which was he starts bombing Cambodia, which came out of nowhere. It was like, what? And then he let it
But wasn't Cambodia was where they had the Ho Chi Minh Trail, right?
I don't know.
I think they knew they could use Cambodia. Like, they were using these trails in other countries.
Right, but still, it was a country we had no right to. We were not at war with Cambodia, but we were bombing Cambodia as if it would be like if people were escaping to Canada and we were like, so fuck it. Or if Canadians were at war and some of them escaped into the States, and whatever the other country was just started bombing fucking Wisconsin. Like, dude, you can't just do that. And so many people were getting killed. And Nixon, what he did is he let it be leaked that no one could get in touch with him, like that his aides were trying to tell him to stop bombing, and that he cut off communication, and was that he wanted them to think he'd gone cuckoo. And that's how they got the Vietnamese to the table and got a peace. It wasn't a good peace. They left.
Oh, he faked that he was nuts?
That's what I heard.
That's good.
I don't know.
Well, that's history. Reddit, that's how you hear history.
Google, I don't know.
But it's another thing about the Vietnam. I feel like Eisenhower, when he left, was like the military industrial complex. That was Vietnam.
Yes.
That was, and that got us to now. I was like, oh, now we pulled out of Afghanistan. Where are these guys going to get their money? Mm-hmm. Hey, $33 billion to Ukraine. Like, it's just nonstop. Well,
that's the other side. You have your political left that has more power than they do people, right? Because they're captivating people's anxiety. But then on the other right, you have all these people that are doing fucked up things.
Yeah.
That also are untouchables. And there are only a few people with just a little bit of interest, a little bit of money, and so they're making all this crazy stuff happen.
That's jumping ahead.
I don't know much about it, but anyway. But so Nixon,
but it seems to me if you speak out against it, you get shot in the head or Watergated.
Yes,
which is kind of what's happened. I could be wrong.
Yes,
that seems to be the underlying theme. Like, he got out of that war, and then they couldn't shoot him in the head.
I don't believe in conspiracies, but what I do believe is that there is a shift in the hive mind of America, so that if certain people that get in a position where they're in trouble, like Nixon did, the next person he goes to is going to be like, nah, man. Like, you don't know where it's going to come from.
Yeah.
Like this story I heard about Caligula. Caligula was a terrible leader who was an absolute leader because everybody behind him had built the emperorship of Rome into a huge thing. You couldn't touch the emperor. He was like a god.
Yeah.
And Caligula made himself a god.
And then a crazy guy took.
He was insane. Caligula was insane. And
did he have his horse in the Senate, or was that
he
Nero?
made his horse in Senate?
That's pretty sick.
And so Caligula, one of the emperor's duties each day is to give the watchword to the head of the army, and the watchword is like the code word for the whole Roman army for the next week or whatever it is. So somebody asks him, "What do you want to be the code today?" And it was the head of the army, this guy who was like his bodyguard, and he thought it was funny, so he'd say, "Give us a kiss." He wanted everybody to have to say, "Give us a kiss," and so that all the Roman guards would have to say each other, "Give me a kiss," in order to like pass one guard to the next. And it was that guy that killed him.
Yeah, that guard.
It was that guard who was just like, fucking motherfucker. He fucking shivved him like the fucking American meat.
It is funny when those guys do get killed.
Yeah.
Anytime a dictator gets killed, I mean, it's sad. It's always sad to watch. Like Gaddafi was sad.
It was really sad.
Gaddafi was sad.
Yeah, he's just with the blood.
Yeah.
And
Saddam was.
Saddam
People
is hanging.
screaming.
Some guys are screaming. He looks at one of them and he goes, "Shut up." It's true. You see him coming and he's grumpy. He's like, "This is such bullshit." He's not like, oh, that's what everyone's fantasy is. He's like, oh, I wish I had.
Yeah.
But he just comes in and some guy screams
Everyone's-
and he goes, shut up.
Just
And
a
then they
room of
kick the
dudes
fucking-
yelling.
Kick the bench away and he hung.
He must have been so pissed on 9/11.
Yeah.
He probably was watching TV just like, oh,
You guys.
Fuck,
That's
don't
going to
fuck
be
with
me. Okay. So,
Nixon. I don't know shit about Ford or Carter.
okay. So Nixon resigns. I will resign the presidency.
So wait, I don't even understand Watergate.
So Watergate was it started as a very simple thing, which was there's some guys that Nixon had a committee, the committee to reelect the president, which is CREEP. CREEP was literally their acronym. So CREEP sent some burglars to the Democratic National Committee's office, which was in Watergate Hotel. Watergate Hotel is in like a complex of office buildings. And they stole some papers from there. And this kind of shit was happening a lot. But Nixon was on drugs, paranoid, had a list of enemies. He just went. His thing came apart. Is really what happened.
Yeah.
These guys took some papers. It wasn't a big deal, but he immediately tried to control it because he was like, we're quashing this, we're killing this, right?
Yeah.
And somebody said, well, we got this guy. If he talks, we're all fucked. And Nixon says, what does he want? And they have them on tape. Somebody says he'll do it for $1 million, and he says, can we get the $1 million? And it's Nixon saying that was like the smoking gun. It was like, we'll give him the $1 million if he wants it. Like,
He's like, well, give him $1 million. What are you even talking about?
If you're president, you can't say that out loud. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But he had too much. He wasn't delegating enough, and so one by one, the investigative reporters at the time were really diligent, and they turned against a lot of pressure. They turned guy after guy after guy down until finally they got the guys close to him, and he didn't have. He knew
Is the
that-
guy they were going to pay? Is that Deep Throat?
Yes,
That's the.
well, no.
Or is that just the
Deep Throat
whistleblower?
is a guy who was in the system, who just knew, who saw everything that was going on,
Okay.
and was leaking it. It's just one of the dumb burglars, one of the guys, and there was this guy G. Gordon Liddy involved, who was a weird CIA guy who used to
Yeah.
put his finger over a candle and burn it, and
Be
fucking
like,
psycho.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It's like, take it
Liddy
easy.
was a great guy to look up. G. Gordon Liddy. So Nixon knew that if they impeached him, they had the votes. That's another time where things were. I want to go back because there's a guy I remembered now. Which is one of my not countrymen, but citymen from Boston is Tip O'Neill. Tip O'Neill was the Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
For many, many years. And he was Speaker, I think, during Nixon, but he was during Kennedy. So he was a Boston politician, and so was Kennedy. And I was just going to tell you this one story about Tip O'Neill.
No.
So Tip was worked with Kennedy in Boston for years, and there was some shifty guy named Patty O'Brien or something, some shifty Irishman who would, every time they had like a big banquet or something, he'd always get in there and be like, hey, how you doing, Tip? And he's like, how does Patty O'Brien get in everything? And he was at Kennedy's inaugural, Tip, and he was Speaker of the House, so he was really close to the front.
Yeah.
But Patty O'Brien was had better seats than him, and he saw Kennedy walking up to take his speech, and Patty threw his hand up and he saw Kennedy look at him.
How the fuck are you here?
And a year later, he was at some big event for Kennedy, and they were showing footage from him and not taking the oath of office. And he asked Kennedy, "What were you thinking when you were becoming the president?" And he said, I got to be honest with you, I was thinking, how the hell did Patty O'Brien get those seats?
That's awesome.
Tip O'Neill wrote a book called Man of the House that's fucking so entertaining because it covers all these guys that he served with. Okay, Nixon. So he's
out.
Gerald Ford is a really weird president
Yeah.
because he didn't want to be president.
He was
ever.
just Nixon's vice president.
He wasn't even just Nixon's vice president. He was the Senate Majority Leader.
Oh.
He was just a senator
Wait,
from Michigan with no interest in being a fucking
Who was
president.
Nixon's VP?
Spyro Agnew.
And he got ousted.
He
with
got
him?
thrown out because he was a fucking crook.
Yeah, he was with him.
They got rid of Agnew and they're like, just get Ford. I think Ford just filled in. He had no, and he was like, what? I'm vice president? I don't want to be fucking
That
vice
came
president.
out of nowhere, too.
And yes, out of nowhere, suddenly he's vice president. And now suddenly he's the fucking president.
Yeah.
So now he's the president of the fucking Republican Party, and Nixon. This is just a massive trauma to the country, and I remember it. I remember Nixon, and Watergate was like a huge part of my youth. Now, when I grew up, when I was a kid, I lived in Mexico, and from when I was, I know, like I'm aware that that's like not
Pennsylvania
Cool.
crushes Mexico.
yes.
You guys are dying to get to PA, dude.
Yes.
We occasionally go down there
Yes.
and get sunburned.
That's right.
All right, so you're down in Mexico.
I'm in Mexico. And I moved. I was a baby when my parents moved to Mexico. My dad's Mexican. And then my parents, when I was about 7, moved to Boston, outside of Boston. And I remember coming to America. I remember my first memories were in Mexico in the 70s. So you think Mexico's bad now. In the 70s, it was like my mom only made carnation milk with powder because the milk was always rotten because there was no refrigeration, was just not good. It was it was a hot place. It was also beautiful. My memories are very beautiful from Mexico and still are. It's a wonderful country.
Yeah, of course.
Which is, and the thing is, they work really hard there, but their government is crazy corrupt and always has been. Like Mexico could be Japan with different organization. Like that's how hard they work and for how many hours. But so I lived in Mexico when I was a kid. And then we moved to America, and coming to America, which was like this shiny country full of cheerful people where all the floors are straight, like it's right angles, air conditioning, and just a cleanness and an honesty, and the idea that when they told me about like the president, like that it's a democracy. Mexico was a democracy, but everybody knew it was corrupt. And I got obsessed with the idea of the president of the United States. That's where it became a thing to me. And the president at the time was Nixon. And I cut a picture out of him out of the paper, and I taped it up next to
Nixon?
my bed. Yes, I loved Richard Nixon. When I was a little kid, I was so about Richard Nixon. And I wrote a letter to my abuelita, my grandmother.
Yeah.
And I sent her a picture of Nixon and said, this is the president of the United States. He's the greatest man in the country.
He's so cool.
He's the best man. I didn't know a single thing about him. Yeah. And he had this serious face. And I had a dream. It's the first dream I remember. I don't know if you remember dreams from when you were a kid at all. You ever had a dream that you still remember?
I'm not sure that I do.
So I remember one dream. I was in my bedroom was in the front of our house. So you looked out at the front of our house, and I was asleep, and it was like a Sunday morning. And I heard a band, like a marching band. And I looked outside, and it was Nixon, like walking up my street. Just no spectators.
Yeah.
Just him walking up, followed by a marching band. Boom, 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 boom. And I came out on the front yard. We had this walkway, and he got down on one knee, and he said, "Louis." And I ran into his arms.
What the fuck? Damn, you love Nixon.
I loved him so much.
Damn.
Isn't that crazy? I've never told anybody that.
How heartbroken.
I've never told anybody that in my life. And so,
Louis.
Louis.
You're like, senor.
And it's funny. There's only
Presidente, senor.
the idea of his joy, because Nixon was such a miserable man that his joyful side was very rare. There's only one time I've ever seen it on film, and it's when he's playing piano. He's in a tuxedo, and I think he's at his daughter's wedding. And he was a concert pianist. He was very good. And he's playing piano, and he plays some big crescendo, and he's got this big dumb grin on his face. And I think maybe I had seen that because that's the only that grin. Every time I see it, I'm in that dream. So, but my parents saw that I had these pictures of him next to my bed, and they were like, "He's not a good.
He's not
guy."
that great.
He's not, because Watergate was happening. And every night, my parents were sitting in front of the TV, this little fucking color TV, watching Watergate, watching the hearings, and it was like, shh,
And you're like, "How's it going?"
Yeah, I'm like, how's my boy going?
How's he doing?
Yeah. I'm like, fucking Ed Muskie, fuck you.
They're like, he's crying. He's on
Yeah.
TV crying. You're
Yes.
like, shit.
Yeah, and then I remember watching live. There's the two things I remember that were like national events. I remember Walter Cronkite saying that America and Russia had just done something called Apollo Soyuz. We had Apollo spacecraft going around, and they had Soyuz capsules. And one night they met, like they saw each other. It was an accident. And they thought, what if we could dock? So they went home and they started this project, Let's Dock. This is back in the 70s, in the middle of the Cold War. So they built a dock, and they had to do it together.
Yeah.
The Russian and the American space program. And then they went up in two separate rockets, found each other in the middle of space, and docked, and then drank vodka and shook hands and hung out.
Christ.
And Walter Cronkite told me on tells the only one up watching TV, and he said, if the Apollo Soyuz capsules are flying over North America, and if it's clear where you are in the Northeast, if you look up, you might see them passing overhead. And I went outside and I laid on my on the grass for hours, and I saw. He said it would be a red light and a white light blinking together. And
Did you
I
see it?
Saw it.
Oh man.
So that and watching Nixon resign.
How pumped were you?
With the Apollo Soyuz thing, I mean, still, it lives for me. And Nixon's resignation was just like a depressing, destroying, sad, fucked up thing. It was just like, what now? Like there was like an unbroken chain from George Washington to him. Like if you go back, like LBJ notwithstanding, and everyone was proud of what he did with civil rights or whatever, there was an unbroken chain. Even if you're fucking Democrat, Republican, or Whig Democrat or whatever, Whig Republican, all of those, it was still the U.S. president. And then this guy fucking dropped the motherfucking ball. It's crazy. In disgrace, he left the office and left a mess of just like, this is all bullshit now. This is just all fucking crooked bullshit. What is the point? And the economy was tanking. And then here's Gerald Ford, who was just a kind of like oval-headed, simple dude. He made little moves. He handled it perfectly. I mean, he did one thing that was extremely, extremely unpopular and fucked up, which is that he pardoned Richard Nixon. It was the first thing he did. Everyone wanted to go after Nixon and keep investigating and catch him and send him to jail. He could have gone to prison for what he did. And Ford knew that if he pardoned him, he would never win an election. There was no way he was going to be reelected.
Yeah.
Because everyone would just say, well, you guys are just fucking dirty. You're just pardoning each other. Yeah. But he knew it was the right thing to do. We needed to get there. He said, our national nightmare needs to end. And he ended it. He dead-ended the investigations. He said, Nixon, and then there's this, I remember Steve Martin, who was the comedian then. He was my first favorite comedian. And Cosby really was. Cosby was first. As a kid, I listened to Cosby records constantly. But Steve Martin was the first person that made me think I could be a comedian because he was so weird. But he did a bit where during that time, because they showed these footage of Nixon on the beach in California after he went home. And Steve Martin says, I feel bad for Nixon. He goes, I know you're not supposed to because he did wrong. But every time I see him on the beach with his big old shorts on and his metal detector. And he just drew a picture of Nixon just alone on the beach. And Nixon stayed he did these interviews with David Frost, the Frost-Nixon interviews, and he opened up about himself a lot. And he stayed available to every president after him, would call on him. He was a great resource. Fascinating guy. And when Patricia died, you saw him at her funeral just crying his eyes out. Very human guy, Nixon. Very human. Showed his feelings. And he wasn't cool, and he wasn't hip, and he wasn't like, I feel your pain, Clinton. He just was an open sore. And I think he gave that. And I said that in the last time.
Yeah.
But so... yeah, Ford pardoned him, and then Squeaky Fromme tried to kill him. She shot at him. Did you know that a woman named Squeaky Fromme?
That's the first time I'm hearing this.
Squeaky Fromme was in the Manson family. Squeaky Fromme, the Manson family.
Yeah.
You know who that is, right?
Yes.
Charles Manson. She was one of his Manson.
She was one of the ladies.
The women who killed and the men who killed. Roman Polanski's wife and unborn child. Squeaky Fromme found a way to get to him, and she took a shot at him with a rifle. And there was one guy, some cop, who hit the rifle away, saved his life, and that guy was gay. Just a piece of news.
Nice.
And I always combine that guy in my head to the guy on the plane, Flight 93. It was a gay rugby player. It was one of the guys who said,
"Let's roll, guys."
Let's roll. Yeah. Okay. So gay people are all heroes. Gay dads are the best.
Flight 93 got shot down.
What's that?
Flight 93 got blown up with a missile.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It was the missile that it went on after, and it hit the moon. It kept going through it. It hit the plane. So Ford.
Carter.
So Ford runs with Bob Dole as the vice president.
I only know Bob Dole, just Norm Macdonald. That's
so
it.
Bob Dole.
That's it.
There's a great documentary about presidential debates. It's one of the best documentaries. It's like a PBS documentary about presidential debates. And they talked to a lot of the guys, the real guys. It's like PBS or something. Bob Dole debated Walter Mondale, who was Jimmy Carter's guy, his vice president. And they asked Mondale about this moment. They're talking about war and military, and Bob Dole said, "Well, the Democrats they love war. It was World War II. That was a Democrat war." And he said that, and then they cut to Mondale going like this, and he said,
awesome.
Then they cut to Mondale in the documentary. It's 6:00.
Is that real?
Country, yeah. You got to know it's 6:00.
Is it The Purge? What is this? They blare this at... I was like, this is terrifying. We're not coming back to the woods.
I drank too much coffee.
So Walter Mondale and Norm Macdonald are having the debate.
So he's debating Norm Macdonald. And Dole says, "This is World War II. That was a Democrat war." And Mondale says in the documentary, "I knew we were going to win that was it. That was the moment that won the election." So that's apparently
it used to be like that. It used to be one gaffe. That was it. Like right. Fucking wasn't it Quayle couldn't spell something?
Yes, but Dean. What's his name? Dean. Bye.
Meanwhile.
Hart with a woman on his knee on a yacht.
What was that?
Gary Hart was supposed to be the president of the United States. Yeah. He was a Kennedy-like, beautiful-looking guy. He was a Democrat from, I don't remember what state Gary Hart was from, but he was beloved. And then they found a picture of him on a yacht in Bimini with a girl on his knee that wasn't his wife. See ya. That was the end of him. But so, and Bob Dole, by the way, was a war hero.
Yeah.
He was in some horrible hill in Europe. And he was one of those guys where when a medic found him, he just took some of his blood and put an M on his forehead.
Yeah.
which means morphine. And all that is to tell anybody coming by,
Drug him, he's dead.
just give him more morphine.
Yeah.
He's not going to make
Yeah.
it. I don't have any on me. So,
Yeah.
and then they sent Bob Dole home to Kansas, and his father, get up, Rosie, get up there. Get up there. His father owned a drugstore, and they would just take him to the drugstore, and he was just like this, and they'd just lean him against just let him sit in the corner, and nobody thought he could hear because he looked so fucked up. And some neighbor pointed right at him. Some neighbor sitting at the ice cream counter, the drugstore, pointed at Dole and said to his friend, I would kill myself if that was me.
Oh, no.
And Dole heard this, and it was the most pitiful moment in his life. And it was the moment that turned him around because he realized I gotta start working out. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm so close. Somebody just said that if they were me, they would kill themselves.
Yeah.
And he felt so sorry for himself. But the next thought was, it's time for me to start. And he became almost twice became president. I met Dole. I've met some weird people. I met him. I was a writer at Conan, and Dole was a guest. And I remember thinking at the time, fuck Bob Dole. He's the one guy I would be rude to him. You know, like you fantasize. Yeah. I wouldn't even be nice to that guy. I would be rude to that guy if I met him. And I was standing in outside the studio, and the elevator's open, and out comes Bob Dole with no entourage. Like you picture, he was at the time, he was like the fucking Senate Majority Leader, and he came out alone. He held a pen in his right hand always, because his right hand was crippled.
And that's why he would shake with his left.
Yeah, because he didn't want you to reach for his right, and he didn't want you to be embarrassed. So he held a pen there, and you'd see it. So
that's thoughtful.
So you'd ask for his left hand. Yes.
Isn't that the worst when you shake someone's hand? They have like
and they
one
go, sorry, in World War II.
So you go, well, now I feel gross.
Yeah. So he walks out of the elevator, and I'm standing there, and he just walks right up to me, and he goes, "Hey, I'm Bob Dole." And I go, yeah, you don't have to. There's a producer. I'll get a producer. You know,
I'll help you.
I'll
help you.
You don't stop at me. Like I'm telling him to just keep walking. Yeah. And he goes, well, what's your name? My name's Louis. He goes, what do you do? And I go, I'm a writer. I'm a comedy writer. He goes, that's hard, boy. That's hard. That's a hard job. Trying to be funny. That's a damn hard job. How'd you come to that? And I go, well, I'm stand-up comedy. And, oh, that guy, that's even harder. Yeah, comedy, I got to really respect you. He just stood there and talked to me.
Yeah.
And I said, where are you coming from? He goes, well, I just had to give a speech at this thing. And, luckily got to go early because I'm in the D's because my name's Dole, you know what I mean? Just made a few cheap jokes. And he let the fucking conversation have an arc. And then he went like, will you tell me who I should speak to? Like he did the whole, and I introduced him to the producer, and I was like, I love Bob Dole. I love Bob Dole. He's my favorite guy in the world. All right. Carter wins, and Carter was the first truly liberal president. Like he was such a liberally minded president. Jack Kennedy had liberal politics, but he was also about being the first Catholic, first Irish Catholic president in the United States. And he was about his dad bought him the election, just bought it with a suitcase of money. And he was a powerful fucking guy from a legacy of smugglers.
Yep.
And, but Jimmy Carter was a farmer, a peanut farmer from Georgia, who rose to be governor of Georgia because he was a conscientious guy and he got involved in local politics and he made his way up. He was like John Adams. He was just a guy who saw problems, saw ways to solve them, and he was really about helping people. He was really about that was his heart, I'm saying, right? And his brother Billy. So the saddest thing in the world is Billy Carter, because Billy was a joke in America when I was a kid. He was just a fun. They had Billy Beer they had a brand of beer named after him, and he died alcohol poisoning.
Jesus,
he was just a known drunk.
Beer for
yes, he was just a known drunk idiot that everybody made fun of. And I saw one interview with Jimmy where he talked about Billy, and he was very bitter about it. He said Billy was a very wise, smart, and gentle soul who never drank, his whole life. He just wasn't a drinker. And when I became president, it killed him because people went down. They got interested in who's the president's brother.
Started interviewing him and shit.
Started interviewing him, and he had these little country wisdom, and people liked it. So they started printing his things.
But then, they
and then
turned
he started going on. He started going on speaking tours, and he starts getting used by people. I could use Billy Carter, and he's doing speeches, and he's on the road, and he starts drinking because that's the lifestyle, and it actually helps you get through it. And he became an alcoholic. And he says, I mean, Jimmy said in this interview, like, they killed my brother, these people. They killed my brother.
Can't do the road without booze.
No, it's hard, but you need to learn how to do it.
No.
You're going to die.
I'd like to be
How
Billy.
old was Billy Carter when he died? How old was Billy Carter when he
Fucking
died?
jinx me.
Let me know when not jinx you, warn you. There's a fucking difference. Fucking idiot. Jinx.
Yeah, jinx me?
It's like you go to a doctor, he's like, you're going to get pancreatic cancer if you don't change your diet. And you're like, what are you, jinxing me?
That's a bit of a jinx.
No,
that's a jinx.
No, it's not. It's a fucking useful
I would be
warning.
like, I've never even heard of pancreatic cancer. You just brought that into
Bill
my world.
Hicks died of pancreatic cancer.
Billy Carter was 51 when he died.
Okay, how old are you?
34.
You've got how many years between? Will you do the math? Look up the math on YouTube on Google. Google, how much is 51 minus
17.
You got 17 years left unless you stop drinking on the road.
That's
17
pretty
years left.
good.
Okay, if that's how many you want. I'm 54. You die younger than me. Okay. Jimmy Carter.
Everybody always says
Here's
he
how
sucked.
liberal Jimmy Carter
Everybody
was.
said he sucked.
What?
Everybody says Jimmy Carter
Yeah, that's
sucked.
the way they talk about folks. It's just a stamp.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter did a few really
He put
courageous
solar
things.
panels on the White
first
House.
of all, they had the fucking so there was in San Francisco, Harvey Milk was running for mayor or for whatever, and they had this thing Prop 2 or something. It was this anti-gay bill in California, and it was a huge like hot button fucking like stay away from it kind of thing. And it was like whatever it was like yes, no on 2 meant stop this gay anti-gay thing. And there's this great footage of Jimmy Carter at a rally, and he gives a speech, and then he goes off, and then someone gets to him because he went, whoa, no on 2. You got to go no on 2. Like he came out heavy for gay rights, which was big back then.
Yeah.
So he's
It was
president.
huge. I mean, they were like Hillary was voting against it in
Yes.
2013.
That's right. Obama till fucking
Yeah,
to the last second.
2013.
Yes.
Or it was either 11
No,
or
Obama was like, I don't think 2 men, and then they passed the thing. He was like, oh no,
I liked it.
My daughter said it's
He's
okay.
like, I don't want those fruits getting married.
Yeah. So Jimmy Carter, way ahead of the game. A great thing about Jimmy Carter is that I'd always heard this, that there's 2 weird things about him. One is that he caught a fucking a fly ball at a game, which is really rare.
Yeah.
You're a president. At the time he was a former president. The odds of a former president catching it's insane.
Yeah.
There's something weird about Jimmy Carter because also I always heard this thing that he saw a UFO and that he'll tell you if you ask him, but he doesn't like talk about it, but he will tell you. And so there's this movie out now called Phenomenon, not the John Travolta thing. It's a documentary about UFOs, and I don't know how real it is.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of stories. It comes across really real. So did Close Encounters. I mean, I don't know, cinema can create a lot of illusions, so I don't know, but it was compelling. But the most compelling thing, because you talk to a guy, he said what he said, right?
Yeah.
So in the extras, not in the movie, but if you watch the extras, I don't know why this isn't in the movie, but there's some kid in a wheelchair, like, blowing on a one of those guys like this, and you have to wait while he goes, Mr. President, can I ask you a question? One of those guys went to a book signing of Jimmy Carter, and you see Jimmy, this is footage, Jimmy's signing books, and then they bring over a wheelchair guy, and he says, can I ask you a question? And he wasn't taking questions, but he's like, sure, because he's in a wheelchair, which means he's a saint. Only really great people are in wheelchairs. There's no assholes in wheelchairs. It doesn't exist. So he asks Jimmy Carter, is it true that you saw a UFO? And Jimmy Carter goes, yes. And he asks him, what was it like? And he said, it's exactly how they're described.
Yeah.
It's like, it was a strange pill-shaped thing. It was floating, not making any sound, and then it just vanished. It just took off. And he said, when you became president, did you tell them, the State Department? He said, yeah. And they said, just don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it, dude.
Yes. Jimmy Carter also put on a sweater, and he made a speech where he said, yes, we have an oil crisis, but please just wear a sweater, turn the heat down. He's like, we got to change the way we live. People don't like to be told that in America.
No.
He's like, we got to change the way we live. There's less oil. And we're having to blow up countries in the Middle East because of the oil. It's a problem.
It
was the first energy crisis, and there was gas lines around the block. There was people couldn't get a fucking tank of gas.
It's not America's.
Want to piss off Americans?
Yeah. It's not America's fault. I mean, that's a tale as old as time. When a world leader's like, even they're doing it now with the inflation. They're like, yeah, just don't eat as much. It's like, you guys are eating.
Yes, I agree with that.
That's the part. That's the hard part. It's like, you fuckers.
Just crank the handle.
It's
yes,
like, let them eat cake. It's the same thing.
People aren't going to start moving slower. You're not going to take the human race and say, everybody just...
Yeah. Especially
all of us.
But you have to do it. If the world
China,
leaders... Yeah.
India, I know you're trying to like get out of like poverty. I know you're trying to like turn on air conditioning so you don't get malaria every 5 minutes. But just a little...
Yeah.
Just put a little... So it's just inevitable. And I think the problem is that you got your nerds. This is American history. Nerds and cowboys. Nerds figure shit out. Cowboys make shit happen. But there's a divide now. Climate denial goes two ways. The cowboys are pretending the shit's not changing, and of course it's changing. And the nerds are pretending that folks can just that it's a morality. It's like we can just all just quiet down, turn the lights off. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
If they all came to the table and said, yes, this is happening, but we're not going to slow down, then the cowboys would fix the fucking. There'd be a big vacuum cleaner going.
Yeah,
people are talking about terraforming Mars. Do that here. I'm talking straight out of my ass.
No, but
I have no idea what I'm talking about here. I have no idea.
My buddy Steve Gerby,
uninformed opinion.
Gerby's always talks about it, where he's like, I mean, it's not his opinion. He's just the first guy that brought it to me. Is like, we need to burn the resources we have now to figure out how to fucking stop it. Like we can't turn it down now.
Right.
It's too late. We need to work.
Well, like I read a great interview with the guy in the Wall Street
probably
Journal.
Fucked that up for Gerby's. My bad.
No, this guy in the Wall Street Journal. He's a Pennsylvania guy who is a big natural gas guy. Him and his brother started buying natural gas, and they're like the biggest guys. And he's a big proponent for it as an environmentalist. He says it burns way cleaner, and it's the road to these next things.
Yeah.
He says you can't every time that you regulate against natural gas, you make people burn coal. The other thing is, do you know what the last time I looked, the number 4 polluting industry in the whole world? Number 4.
Bitcoin.
No, Bitcoin's big.
Farming. Isn't farming number 1?
No, number 4 is the energy, the fucking carbon from creating solar panels.
Oh, no.
Because the Chinese do it very cheaply. Here, to make a solar panel, like the wafer, it takes a huge amount of energy. And because of the regulations here, we make them very slowly and carefully, making sure everybody's okay. And it takes a long time and it's very expensive. But the Chinese just use coal and pour it and make these things. They're super cheap, and then we buy them. And we're buying so many of them because of Obama's policy that it's through the roof. It's killing the environment to make solar panels. It's, look, Elon Musk, he makes electric cars. So you know how cap and trade works? So cap and trade means that if you're an auto manufacturer, you have, I'm making up numbers, but let's say you can put out 75 million tons of you can make cars that will create 75 million tons of carbon. That's the cap, okay? Now, if you manage to actually get under 75 and you only put out 50 tons, you can sell 25 tons to another car manufacturer. Okay. So a car manufacturer that's making 75 tons can actually make 100 because he bought that way you just know that there's 3 manufacturers, they're putting out 75 each, and that's tolerable. And so the way to keep them on there, it's an incentive. You only put out 25 tons. Congratulations. You can sell that to GM and they can put out. So Elon Musk's cars have none. They put out 0 tons and they sell 100% of their to So they actually are they're helping more carbon go into the atmosphere. And that's how they turn a profit. That's their biggest profit point. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
That's all right.
I have no idea.
Fuck it. It's interesting.
The Wild Wild West.
Begin. We've started officially right now.
All right.
What's up, bros? Dudes, thank you for doing this.
Hey, man. Yeah, no problem.
Shane's in, I think, Scotland right now.
Really?
Yeah. I was sitting there. I was just going, what the hell am I going to do? Dude, broship contacted me. And they're like, not only are we going to do the podcast, we're going to let you smoke Changa right before you do
As
it.
a prereq.
As a prereq, which is fair enough.
I just wanted to give you the experience.
Of smoking Changa.
Just like to set it up like that.
Dude, they should start selling that shit like they used to sell salvia. I want to lobby to bring like really insane, quick psychedelics. Like they had salvia legal. And I think it's
Salvia is still legal. It's state to state.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Who do you think is like the governor who's like, nah, bro, let's let that
PA's
ride?
beat. PA won't let it do. Jersey will do it.
It's just so funny for that to hit a governor's desk and be like, what are we doing today? He's like, what's the deal with salvia?
I
And
wonder if
some
they
dudes-
make him smoke it. And he's like, this is illegal. And then like, there's only like 12 states where it's legal. So those governors must have been like, dude, it's actually chill if you prepare for it. We know it's nuts.
It's all about setting.
Yo, it's not just
Yeah.
salvia. Like when you get into all the research chemicals,
Yeah.
like not that salvia is a research chemical. I'm not going to put that on it.
I was about to stand up.
Yeah,
And like, that's a plant, bro.
It's a plant. It's I think it's the oldest known psychedelic. I could be wrong.
Salvia?
Salvia is like the first thing people got ripped out.
Oh my God. Can
But,
you imagine
um,
being like basically an animal and smoking salvia and just being like,
You're like, what the fuck? But
ugh.
if you were to like go online and buy research chemicals,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be like illegal in Florida, Illinois. It's like you'll pick the weirdest molecule.
Are you talking about swim?
No, it's swim activity, but like it'll be illegal in like 9 states. And I'm like, how the fuck did like 4-HODIPT get illegal in Florida? And only Florida? Like, what the fuck happened in
Some
Florida?
dude probably did something fucked up. In Delaware, the salvia thing was a kid killed himself.
Kid killed himself.
In his suicide letter, didn't he write about salvia or something?
He had been smoking salvia, but that's not
He
why.
started running with the wrong crowd.
No, he killed himself because he smoked salvia and realized he was better suited on the other side. Fair play.
Yeah, good point.
That was part
And
of
then
his letter?
his mom tried to make it like, oh, he smoked salvia. That made him kill himself. He's like, no, not really.
He got the message.
He fucking tapped
technically,
out. He had
yes.
work to do.
Right on.
Wait, so he shed his fucking
This mortal coil.
birth. Yeah, he shed his mortal coil.
But it's like, you can't blame salvia, you know?
For if your teenage son killed himself from
I
gas
goes, oh,
station
'cause
drugs.
His mom's a snitch. That's probably not the first time she party pooped.
True, that's true. Fair point, dude.
You're opening old wounds, bro.
I know, it's fucked though. It's not my home state, but it's close.
Yeah, right.
That's your home state pretty much. You grew up out there.
I mean, pretty much. I grew up in
Delaware?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but you were right on the border your whole life.
I mean, yeah, I liked it there. It's pretty nice.
I only did 8 years on that border.
It was chill. It was a chill ass. That whole area is chill.
Delaware sucks.
Delaware
Delaware's
fucking for sure
right
sucks.
behind New Jersey. New Jersey blows.
Bad. Nah,
New
I would
Jersey
say,
has good things about it though.
Nah.
yeah, I would say New Jersey is.
Like the Pine Barrens are cool.
Yeah, you haven't seen much of
There's
Jersey.
tons of like
Just what
beautiful
I've
lakes.
experienced.
Yeah, Delaware flat
Delaware
out
just
sucks.
blows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Delaware sucks on like a depressing level. Jersey's like comically shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jersey has like
that's pretty good. Yeah.
there's like little spots in Jersey that
No
are
offense,
really
Gardine.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gardine's neighborhood's nice.
But there's spots in Jersey that are genuinely nice. Delaware is like this flat fucking wasteland
Yeah. It's all
that
like
goes
fucking-
on till you get to the beach, and then the Delaware beaches kind of blow.
Yeah, they do.
And they've been, I don't know if you know about the Delaware beaches, but, you know,
We're homo.
boys are, the boys moved. Delaware basically is so shitty, it compressed. All the gay dudes are like, nah, and they just concentrated in one
Yeah,
area.
we'll take this one.
Yeah, they're
Well,
"Ah."
like the rest of Delaware, like when you drive from the top of Delaware to the bottom, it's the same thing until you get to the ocean.
Yeah.
It's just a flat fucking strip mall, and there's no like.
Out of nowhere, though, dudes just talk differently. Like once you get down to like Smyrna and shit, they all
True.
sound different.
Dude, the wild
Like,
thing was
what
when
the
Zeus
fuck?
ran away. Zeus ran away on the border of PA and Delaware, got picked up in Delaware. Where I had to go pick him up was like the South.
what?
Oh, it gets so
It was
country.
wild. Like their like lost dog thing was way down. And it was like on a
Once you
farm.
go south of Wilmington, it gets so fucking hillbilly.
It was like a farm, and it was like a prison for dogs.
Yeah.
It was wild. It was an outdoor prison for dogs.
Everyone's on opiates too.
Oh, really?
The whole state.
Like Delaware City down there, dude. Yeah.
Delaware in general, people
True.
are like, That's where your boy's from.
Who?
Big Hunter.
He's
He's like
anal fuck 6ix9ine.
Hunter is
Password anal fuck 6ix9ine.
he is an archtype of Delaware residents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he really
Like,
is.
has all the money in the world and also shoots coke. And like,
Fucks his niece.
I don't know,
Yeah.
that might just be
Wait,
him.
it was his niece. Well, Joe Biden did in fact molest children.
Yes.
You can't say he sexually did, but he definitely
It's on
bothered
video.
them. He bothered them to an extreme level,
Yeah,
which
in the-
technically
in
is
the
molestation.
Definition of molestation, he's done that.
Yeah, he bothered kids immensely, which makes him a molester in the classical definition of the
Yeah, I
word.
mean, there's a montage. I've seen it.
Yeah, he's literally molesting kids.
But yeah, Hunter Biden is like, when he came out on the news, I was like, oh, I went to high school with like 30 of these dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like they drove BMWs and like crashed them because they were smoking crack and stuff. But then in Delaware, like it's weird the way Delaware is laid out. The private schools are like so wealthy, but then those kids that go to private schools will still hang out with like the worst of juvenile delinquents that are like they somehow meet in Delaware because
It's
there's
so
like,
small.
there's common ground. So like I remember I would go to parties in high school and you would have like the Biden's kids would be there, and then there'd be kids that were like,
Smoking crack.
Are you like the age of a Biden?
yeah, there was a Biden a year older than me.
Holy shit.
What?
one?
Which-
I don't use. I'm not gonna say her name.
Sniz?
Oh, it was a lady.
No, what's her name? His daughter.
Exposed. The Sniz, yeah.
I don't.
Dude,
Ashley.
man. Dude,
It's the first. It's the first daughter, bro. And you're
come
gonna
on,
call-
man.
Yeah, he showered
I
with
don't.
her, bro.
I know you have your thing about Joe Biden, but I respect The Office. So
All right,
That's
whoever's
true.
in there,
Sorry.
Can we get it? Can we reach a consensus
Yeah.
here?
I'll respect The Office.
I respect The Office.
Dude, imagine
Whoever
if
you vote for doesn't matter once that vote's counted, and then
That's your president.
that's my president now.
100%. I couldn't agree
100%.
more. I
And
couldn't
his
agree more.
kids. I don't badmouth his
I'm
kids.
so excited for the next president, whoever it is. I just can't wait to support them.
Just support him. I don't vote. I just support whoever wins.
I just want to party on the president so
To the
hard.
point of like almost storming the Capitol for anyone in office.
I saw I like the dudes who like love cops and first responders. I saw a sign the other day that just said C heart PS outside of something. It's like
I heart cops.
I heart cops. People just like love cops, dude.
Yeah, Dad was Blue Lives Matter like hard as fuck for a little while, and then he just had a little run in with law enforcement, and immediately it's like these guys are out to get me. This is a fuck job.
Wait, why, when you go?
I can't stop calling everything a fuck job, dude.
He was getting fucked with for some reason. He had to talk to the cops, and he tried to come out and explain the situation. They're like, "Sir, get in your car." And like that whole squad hates when dudes who are younger than them like kind of big boy them.
Oh, yeah.
and immediately just gets on the horn like, "This is a fuck job. This guy's got it out for me. Why the fuck is he doing this?"
What was he doing?
It was just stuff that happened to him where like the cops got involved in like something on the road.
Oh, you like got in a moving violation?
Not moving, just like an accident.
Solicitation.
A solicitation charge?
Him and Dad were down there doing it.
Yeah. Mind your business.
Has dad ever like brought you out?
Huh?
Has dad brought you out before?
Brought me out?
Yeah, to like
Like pick up girls.
yeah,
and,
pick
like,
up girls and like
You know he wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
like half and
hookers and
halves.
stuff. Yeah, like share a hooker.
get a half and half.
He would never do that, bro. Come on.
I mean, I'm sorry. I think he waits till you're like 32 and dad
Yeah,
takes
he'll
you
take
out.
you out. When you're 30th birthday, he'll take you out for
You're
a half and
almost
half.
there.
You haven't been to the bunny ranch with dad yet?
No, dude.
Dude, it's such the chillest experience, dude. You
Yeah.
think
goes
smoking,
hard.
Dude, you think smoking Chang or
You're
DMT's
just,
tight?
like, smut on this guy.
Wait till you share a woman with dad, dude. It's so tight.
Now you guys just goofballing right now. There's legit mom and daughter OnlyFans now.
What?
How do you know that?
How
Back
do you
on
know
again?
that?
No,
Nah, you're
I
going
saw
back
I saw it
hard.
on Barstool. It just happened on
Your
Barstool.
credit
Chill.
card, dude?
Chill. It just happened on Barstool.
That
Don't
lowers
do
your
this.
credit score. Lowers your credit score.
Does that for real lower your credit?
Wait,
score?
there's
dude.
mom and daughter OnlyFans.
Yes.
Where they're like
That's a risky
scissoring and
purchase.
stuff.
No, I don't know if they're fucking, but they're both
They're
there.
not fuck, they scissor.
Whoa, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
imagine that.
Wait,
They
They
trip.
they don't
It's
like
called
fuck
tripping.
you. It's not incest.
that's the word I was looking for.
What are you talking about?
Tripping.
It's
It's
not
No,
do they
no.
just like talk about sex to each other?
They're naked, I guess. I don't know. All I heard was like, oh, that's a mother-daughter OnlyFans.
Oh, so they're like co-hosting it.
They're in an OnlyFans where they probably both get naked for money, but it's them too.
Next to each other, no contact.
No, I don't think they're tripping.
That's
I don't think
normal.
they're doing any of that.
That's cool.
You're cool
Paying
with
the
that.
bills.
Dude, some guy is just screaming in front of his laptop and just shutting it, being like, what have I fucking done?
That a lot of that shit happens in Appalachia where chicks will just grip up a real humble like $350 a month OnlyFans, where they're like, I'll just put my shit up on OnlyFans and like get some subscribers.
Dude,
It'd be like the bottom of OnlyFans.
Just like maybe 200.
How do you know so much about OnlyFans?
I watch
Do
a
you
lot
have
of
one?
soft wet underbelly. No, I never subscribed. I never paid for any content. I actually, when I had Brazzers, it was Beer Mike McNab 05. I'll never forget.
You had the
Paying for
password. Yeah.
contents is the lowest.
Yeah,
Bro, waking up with like a hangover, realizing you
Punching
chilled
your
with
credit
cam
card
girls.
into a porn website.
All right, that's
You're
enough
like,
time. That's enough time.
Dude, I've been there. I've been like deeply single, and you're like, dude, I'm
right here.
Yeah,
in your own home. In your own home.
but you're like, I'm gonna cancel this in 30 days. And then
Bro.
like you let that first 30 roll, and you're like, it's actually kind of tough. My friend did it once. He told me.
Oh, dude, I've woken up like with like hot eyes and just like a full fucking hangover with like my laptop open to like cam girls.
like,
there's a
shit,
level
like,
of-
hopping on.
Jesus Christ.
There's a level of horny where you're getting your wallet out and typing in numbers, and putting in
But like the
passwords.
thing that's fucked up is you're like, you'll think about it like 17 times and be like, nah, I'm not signing up for this fucking shit. Then one day you're just like, cards
This
out.
is happening.
It's like Requiem for a Dream where like everything's slapping.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Real
punching the
quick
numbers. And then you're like, whoa, this is what I've been blocked from. And then you slowly start to realize like it's not any different. You're just a
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. No, that's great. Paying for porn is insane. There's a level of it where you can pay to like direct. You can like write a script and be like, do this.
That's
What?
a level, dude.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
like
level of porn.
webcams.
That's thousands.
Yeah, but you can like
Yeah.
you can like write a porn script to your favorite porn star, and you'll get a couple grand, and you'll be like, do this exactly. Like
You've woken up bleary eyed with this on
No,
your car?
no.
just with shark
This
eyes.
is the share zone, dude. We don't.
No,
whatever we're
dude.
saying here stays in here.
Yeah.
No, that was
These
I read
worlds.
it, dude. The most fucked up thing someone sent me recently. They're like, "What are your thoughts on Frozen porn?"
What's
that shit's fucked up, dude.
Like Elsa and Anna.
no, not Elsa and Anna.
What's
like
frozen porn?
like women just freeze, and then dudes are like, "Oh, what's up? That's what's up," and they start like fucking a
that
chick
must be a new one.
who's totally catatonic.
Yeah, that must be a new one.
Fucked
What, they
up.
freeze like in place?
Yeah,
It's like stuck but frozen.
stuck with Frozen.
Like that movie with Adam Sandler.
They're stuck
where
in.
he
They're
has-
stuck in time.
yeah, the movie where Adam Sandler
Click.
has a remote. Click. Yeah.
It's clicked, dude. Yeah,
I used to think about that a lot.
it's
Whoa,
there.
bro.
Some guy was like,
I was a Ute.
Non-consensual.
I was a Ute.
"That's what I said." I was
didn't
trying to figure out like
understand consent.
it's fucked up when you're watching the lady's just like with her eyes open, and the dude's like.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
fucking
it's
disgusting.
It's
really
fucked up,
weird.
dude. Someone said like, "What are your thoughts on this?" And I was like, "Dude,
You got to look it up.
That's the devil.
you go on to SR immediately, dude."
Yeah.
When you're in like Frozen, like, "No, I wish I could freeze this girl right now." And
That's
fucking
low
eat her
days
pussy."
behavior for sure.
It's very low day behavior.
Oh, if only this girl had no faculties whatsoever and was frozen in time, and I could touch her.
I mean, isn't that like kind of along the same lines of free use?
What's for use?
Free use is just like, dude, when
Showing his fucking ass.
Yeah,
dude.
What?
man. You,
What the fuck? Dude? You are such a dude. What's
What?
free
you're
use?
spiking again, dude.
I'm spiking.
He's
You're
just
up on,
going
like-
through the categories.
Oh yeah,
What's free use?
free use. It's something
Walk
I
us through all
stumbled
the
across
tags.
on my own. I stumbled across free use on my
There's
own.
cameras. You don't have to point at people around here.
What's free use?
It's just free use.
is like
Bro, you're violating me differently right now.
free use is the thing Billy told me about like 4 years ago. Where like it's like a consensual thing where you and your chick you say like it's mine whenever I want it, and it's just on tap. It's like having a kegerator of pussy in your house.
That's what I thought marriage was when I was like 10 years old. I was like, I can't wait to get married.
I mean, that's what I think marriage is.
No, I was genuinely like, dude, oh, it's so fucking sick when you have a wife. I thought you just like come in and just be like, and just like completely just have sex whenever.
I've had that.
Kinda can. It's
Yeah,
very nuanced.
true. I thought it was like it was just on. Like my conception of it was like you just. I just thought like,
Bro,
it
you
was,
good?
I was about to fuck you, dude. Yeah, I thought it was just on site.
I've been using.
You have been using dude. that Changa man. That was.
sipping on that Changa.
Puff on it.
I don't understand how you say you just like to puff on that casually.
Dude, it's just I don't understand either. I was about to explain it, but I'm like, I don't know.
Just getting hot.
Dude, so I come in here. I'm just recapping for the motherfucking bros at home. But dude, that
That's a sick ad read for Changa in general.
true.
Yeah.
We should-
Smoke it.
dude.
I don't think it should be sold.
Well,
Oh,
I don't
no,
think it
no,
should be
no.
sold.
Yeah.
I think
No.
it should be taught. I think
Yeah.
they should. I mean,
Should be handed down.
no, but I think they should take like the way they do like voting blocks and pick one person per block to make it for everyone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
One
be
person
chill.
would volunteer.
Yeah.
Dude, we have to. It has to happen where it's.
You're a
fucking,
Changa head, dude.
I like it.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable.
I respect it, but I wouldn't say I. That's not.
Yeah,
a
but
thing I
once
would-
you, yeah, I'm not gonna cut you off.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
no, you
everyone
took
loves
for
it.
sure.
It's your
I'm telling you,
experience.
I respect it, but yeah, the experience for me was like, that was fucking nuts.
Yeah,
I got blasted into a literal just fucking torture chamber. I got blasted into a torture chamber run by like multi-dimensional aliens
It's terrifying.
for like 3 minutes.
terrifying,
Who just mocked me. They're like, "What are you doing here, you idiot?"
It's
Dude, Butterly said the same thing. He said when he smoked DMT, he like got in a car with. I think
He got hijacked. He got
Yeah,
kidnapped.
but he said someone just made fun of him for having a wife and kids for like the entire time. He kicked him out of the car. I think. Don't quote me on that.
No, mine was really just kind of like the same thing happened to me on 5 grams of mushrooms, where it was like, dude, like you think you like this is what you want? This is fucked up stuff. And I was like, this is crazy. And he's like, dude, you're such a pussy about your day-to-day reality. You got to start milking that for all it's worth. And the whole time I'm like, I'll be such a good boy. Just send me back, please. I'll be such a good boy.
Damn, you and Rogan has the same shit.
must
Really?
be a comedian.
He said
thing.
they all gave him
Yeah.
the finger, like, dude, stop taking
Dude,
yourself
it's a
so
top
seriously.
5 podcast thing.
Is it really?
It must
right.
be. It must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be the top. It must be when you reach the
Must be
top of
when
the
you reach the top
podcast
podcast.
Dude,
mountain.
it's cold on top of the mountain.
Like, I'm sure it wouldn't happen to like Steve-O's
Dude,
Wild Ride.
well, you know, they say you get to the top of the mountain, you realize there's only lightning up here for you.
that's true.
I believe it was a quote from Nietzsche. That was from Rodney Mullen from the Tony Hawk documentary.
Rodney
Oh,
Mullen
dude,
is
he's
the
so
coolest
fucking
guy
cool.
in the world.
I still haven't worked on becoming punk.
Yeah,
kinda fell
that
off.
was the most confusing shit ever.
What?
I was fucking like an hour in to doing the mushrooms, and Tom rolled up, and he's just like, "Yo, did you shelf it?" I was like, "No, bro. Like, what are you talking about?"
What?
He's like, he was asking if I shelved the fucking other candy bar under the bed. I was like, "No," and he goes, "Is there?"
He accused you of hiding?
Yeah, he's like, "Is there a punk store here?" I was like, "A what?" It's like a punk store, bro. What are you talking about?
You're getting punk. You got some ink.
Yeah,
I have no, but
You
I
got
need
some ink, bro?
I need gear.
You got ankle ink.
Hold on.
I
What
do.
does this have to do with you hiding mushrooms?
he came up
I
to
came
check
up
on
to
me.
check on him. And he was awake, so I asked him if he hid the other mushroom bar.
So you started fucking with him?
We were just having
Just
a good
little
time.
banter.
And then I was looking for a punk store because I was watching the Tony Hawk documentary, and I decided I was going to go punk while he was on, like just something to do.
That's a nice
Because
move.
I'm turning 40, I was like, I got to do something. So
True.
I was going to go just full 40-year-old punk, but
Nice.
then I lost
You got
steam.
parrot head,
Yeah,
dude.
you should
Don't
hit Margaritaville.
Dude,
I got to go somewhere.
no, you would smash in a parrot head circle.
Yeah.
I would smash.
That's a pirate looks at 40 right there, bro.
That's
For
true.
sure, dude.
I might bleach my hair this summer.
Think
Do
about
it,
it.
dude.
Do
Fuck
it.
it.
Yeah, what
I
the
might go
fuck?
parrot. That's a good idea.
Parrot head would be way more your vibe. Punk's not your vibe, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Tony Hawk documentary, while you're watching it, you're pretty much a pro skater.
Yeah, it's,
Dude.
it's the best documentary.
I was like watching the thing and like I was like, I think I've done a 900.
I have.
And then after like the shows, I was like, no, I actually never skateboarded. But it's did you watch it?
Yeah, dude. I
definitely did a what's it called, McTwist.
you didn't do a fucking big twist, dude. You might have been the worst at skating out of everybody.
That's not true.
That's so true.
Who's better, Matt or Bill? You?
I have no idea.
Matt,
I
it went
suck.
Matt
I mean,
freestyle, Matt, Billy.
Vert, you're
Me.
saying Billy's a
You're
better
Vert.
vert.
You're
No,
Vert
no,
head.
Vert, Billy.
Billy,
Downhill
have you been on a
jam.
vert?
was I ever afraid to drop in? Tom knows.
Yo, downhill jam.
That's all you.
yeah,
me.
I'll give Tom that. I'm a soul skater though, so I'm not.
Nah,
gonna
I
sit here and
sucked at
put my-
skateboard. I never skateboarded.
I've seen you jump 3 times. I've seen you physically jump 3 times.
Can you dive in a pool
I
yet?
can't dive in a pool. Dude, I didn't grow up with a pool like you guys.
You did, though.
I grew up in the first half of the family. We didn't
There was
have
a pool there.
I was fucking 14 when it came. I was smoking dope. I wasn't
No.
diving.
Dad said there was a pool, like
They
next.
canceled it.
Your next door neighbor had a pool. He said everyone would swim in it, and you would stare outside the window with
Oh,
your big
yeah.
I was smoking Changa.
You weren't.
I could never dive. I still can't do it.
You got to break the barrier.
I can't
dude.
swim.
Dude, you can sit here and smoke Changa like 10 times. You can't just put your head before your ankles and jump in the water.
physically can't do
You
it.
get like water in your ears and nose and
I'm
shit.
telling you, I get up every intention of diving into the pool and I pencil.
And that's okay, dude.
It's just there's a part of my body that's like,
Nah, you stapler.
yeah, it's kind of stable. Like I'll kind of be bent,
Yeah.
but my body just won't do it.
That shit gets chicks wet when they see you jump in like that.
You know, times I've jumped like that in a pool and hopped out.
Oh, when you jump into water like a kangaroo.
Oh, when you jump in the water like sheepishly. I can't swim, dude.
Can you kneel and then go head down?
Nah.
What?
Dude, I was on a
What?
swim team in Havertown.
Were you really?
I was on a swim
Were
team
you Caracon?
in Karakong in a Speedo up on the stand. And I would literally jump in the pool and then start swimming. And I would lose races by like 2 pool lengths.
Dude.
That would
When we
jump
were
in.
kids, when we were kids, we all ran track in 5th grade. They stopped the mile because he was 2 laps behind. They had to pull him off.
I was
Going
running
backwards.
I was running track, right?
He was like Mario Kart when you
Yeah.
go the wrong way.
Dude, they just stopped it. They were like, Tom, come on. Get
I
off.
was running track one time.
That's fucked.
And the coach pulled me aside and was like, "Stop fucking around. You don't have to try to make everyone laugh." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "There's no way you run like that." And I was like, "Dude, that's how I run." And he was like, and he like benched me.
Really?
He was like, "There's nobody runs leaning like that." And I was just like,
Okay.
and I let it go. I was like, whatever. The guy was just weird. And then like a couple months later, we're in school and I was like making fun of some girl and we were going back and forth. And she was like, "At least I don't run like you." And everyone started laughing.
Oh
And I was
my
just like-
God, bro.
And to this day, I still don't know how I ran.
It was funny.
I've never seen you run.
Flopped around.
I stopped
I
running.
vaguely remember you running.
I never run, dude.
You ran like
It's
you
almost
love
like a
Zeppelin.
chick. Yeah.
I never have a reason to run.
I hear you, dude.
I'm
You
always just so
you told me that a
grounded.
Yeah, you
long
stand
time
and
ago.
face it.
What? I
You
stand and face it,
it,
dude.
You told
Fight
me
or
a long time
I
ago.
don't have a fight or flight reflex.
No reason.
You're like Prince Andrew, don't sweat.
I'm like Prince Andrew. I don't sweat, dude.
Dude.
And I don't remember much.
The fucked up shit is what Spade told me Father fucking Dub said to him.
His father
About
Dub.
Father Williams.
About what?
About being a big boy.
You might not remember this, but when we were,
fucking crazy.
me, you, and Fed were doing a funeral or a wedding, and me and you were the candle,
Oh, you were
all
older
the
serving.
boys,
Okay.
and Fed was bearing the cross.
Okay.
Father Williams came in kind of like half cocked. I was making fun of how small I am because he asked me how tall my mom was. I was adopted, so my
Yeah.
mom was 5'9", and he just laughed and he was like, "A boy should be taller than his mother." And I was like 13, dude.
What?
I might have been 5'1".
Bodied him.
Your mom's
no
5'9"?
My mom was 5'9".
Your mom was like 5'9", 36, 32, 30.
Yeah, she
Long mom, bro.
yeah,
What?
she's
What were you saying?
a pretty lady, dude.
She's a very
She's
beautiful woman.
pretty lady.
Breathtaking woman.
You have a beautiful wife as well.
Thank you.
What a fucking pervert.
What? It's not a pervert. It's a compliment. His mom was stacked.
Yeah, you don't start hitting him with measurements like your trick daddy, bro.
Tom doesn't remember because my mom was in a wheelchair for most of
Yeah.
his
No, I'm
experience.
talking about. She's
What
a
a-
beautiful woman too.
What a
I'm talking about-
fool.
Stop. This has gotten derailed.
You said his mom was stacked?
I didn't say that.
Bro,
You just said his mom was stacked, dude. Clear as day. It's on
I'm
the
talking
tape.
about
different mom. Bro.
different mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have multiple moms.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Lucky.
They're two moms.
Lucky.
All good.
Like Billy. Billy has a lot of daddies.
Does Billy have a lot of daddies?
He's on OnlyFans.
Bro.
Dude.
Like,
Dude.
just chill.
Dude.
Obviously, just chill. We could go to blows. It'd be over.
Nah, we're not doing
How
that.
much-
We're not about that.
We're not about, yeah.
We're not about that.
You're gonna, dude, we're
We
trying
came
to,
down here to give people the changa.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that shit was,
Almost turned Noah into a South Street dude.
oh, dude.
I thought he was orange juice, man. And I was
17
like,
minutes out, dude.
Noah went into full fucking like street urchin mode, dude.
I was gonna drop him at like 4th and South and be like, "Have a nice life. You're a glass of orange juice. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise."
Yeah, Noah was gone, dude.
I thought he was an urban legend. I was like, "Fuck."
I did it this time.
Yeah, dude.
That was every teacher I had in high school told me that stupid ass orange juice story.
There supposedly was an orange juice man.
In Delaware?
I think he was in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Was he a normal? I'd love to do a deep dive to find out. Like, was he actually a normal person? Was it just schizophrenic?
No
dude?
one ever saw him. Like it was just this rumor of someone took acid and they thought they were a glass of orange juice, and if you went near them, they thought you would tip him.
Yeah, I've heard it 100 times. There was like 5 different variants of the same
But like
story.
no one ever met the orange juice man.
Yeah. Same with Midget Land.
He was like the cookie.
Midget
game.
Land's real.
Midget Land's real.
Yeah, I've been there.
Chill.
Midget Land was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, short stop signs. That
in
was a real
Ridley.
deal.
Yeah. What
And
about the
midgets chase you.
It's in Ridley by
Yo,
Taylor Hospital.
You're fucking with me.
was the cookie
All right,
game
dude.
real?
What?
Was the cookie game real?
What's a cookie game?
You guys used to have, like people talk about the cookie game.
No.
When we were in school, remember people would be like, kids at St. Francis play the cookie game, and like they all would jerk off in a circle.
Last one to finish. Eats
Last
the
one to
cookie.
finish eats the cookie.
This shit is foul, dude.
Bro.
I don't think
I
anyone's ever
remember
done
hearing
that.
this. I don't think anyone's ever done it.
I remember like when I was at Temple, dudes from Glen Olden like had no problem having sex with the same chick. Like they would all run train on chicks. I thought it was so bizarre.
Wait, like
They would both bang a chick at the same time, like Devil's Threesome.
that's weird.
And they were just like, yeah, it's sick, dude.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just not.
no, that happens. That's like a high school thing. That's like there's just like squads of dudes that'll a lot of athletes do that.
Not this one, bro.
You're
What?
a good boy though.
Devil's Threesome? No thanks.
You would bet you would, but you're both there. You're both torqued. You're gonna step aside and be like,
100%.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm not doing this.
Shit's sus, bro.
it's sus for sure. But
Getting naked with another dude, regardless, is
What
sus.
about for sports?
Huh?
What about for sports?
I never did.
yeah, you would get naked for sports, but not
Didn't.
to get pussy with a dude
I'd keep my boxers on.
in the shower.
I wouldn't take a shower, bro. I'd go home and take a shower.
That's SDE,
What's that?
small dick energy.
Dude, that's okay.
No, that's chill. That's
I
a
knew
good move.
Dude, I know a dude who got into a devil's threesome,
Yeah.
right? And this wasn't me by any means.
For sure.
So clarify that. He was like, him and this dude and this chick were all hanging out. And they all started having sex, right? So he was on the box and the other dude was doing PIM.
Yeah.
And
Pierce him out.
and he was like doing his thing, pumping away, right? And like she was blowing the other dude. And then she like sat up and was like, switch. And then the dude switched from PIM to PIV. And then the dude I knew went up to PIM. And as soon as the other dude started plowing, she forgot he was in the room and he just stood there with his fucking wang out while this chick was just gone off the dong.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
This is why you don't partake in this
He just
kind of
stood there and she like stopped blowing him and everything. It was just gone.
Oh, the dong just took it over.
And he said the fucking jackrabbit came out. It was just like, bah, 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 bah.
He was just nailing
And he
it.
was just sitting there like going soft, watching this dude just fucking
He didn't
100%
fap?
invent sex.
That's like a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So I'm not trying to
He
party.
might have been into it though.
Why didn't he fucking like speak up?
Because dude, it was just
That's a
like
squeaky
suddenly
wheel
like
scenario.
two people were reinventing sex in front of him,
Yeah, I'd want to just like.
and he just was there. He wasn't in the room anymore.
Nah, he could have fully reasserted himself.
Maybe I don't know.
Then you're begging, bro.
I mean, dude,
Just a sad sitch all the way around.
That
honestly.
sucks.
If you look at it that way, I mean, it
So the
could've been-
dude
it
turned
could've been
around.
celebrated their eroticism.
the dude just. That's true too. I would have completely celebrated.
I don't remember how it finished. Maybe he tapped back in. I just remember he told me the story.
Who's your
that
boy
way.
that told you the story? Which guy is he?
What's his name right now?
I'm not gonna say that.
No, I'm saying, is he the jackrabbit guy? Or
No, he's the dude.
the other guy.
He's the dude who got kicked out
Yeah.
of the
I would have went.
three-person
I would have went through her drawer and like found one of her toys and just toyed myself.
Took
I
on a
don't know if she
female
was
role.
hosting.
Oh yeah, true.
She might not have been hosting.
That's why I usually carry. I usually carry toys like that to an event.
Joe was saying toys. That's just the creepiest stuff in the world.
Toys.
The
Toys.
funniest shit is my boy,
Play.
I know this dude, you know this dude.
Yeah.
He claims that someone told him, he's like, dude, my boy guy was getting a blowjob under the L. And then he reached down in the middle of the blowjob, felt in between the legs, going for a little pussy, felt a dick. And I was like, bro, nobody would tell that story. That was you.
It was definitely that.
It was obviously you, bro.
That's so.
Yeah, that's a
funny.
that's another urban legend. Like, yeah, the dude just like didn't come out for a month, didn't talk to anyone, but
Yeah,
eventually he came around.
A
The
guy.
dude just sat in his room like, fuck, shit.
That's at every strip club too. Like there's a dude there. That chick's a dude. You got to watch out.
Oh yeah.
Well, like a.
My 21st
No,
birthday.
literally
was
never
sick.
heard that.
What? At
Never heard
they
that.
always said there was a dude at show and tell.
I never heard that.
Yeah, they used to claim the old Asian lady was a dude.
Yeah.
No, for a fact, she isn't. No, for
He
a
went
fact.
looking.
Confirmed.
He had
she
an
isn't.
opposite thing. He reached down. And was like, fuck.
You wanted mama. You wanted mama sign.
Drats. I went there for my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
How was it? Did you get hard?
Bro, you brought me.
I did. That was
Yeah.
fun. That was a lot of fun.
They get, you know, how they like put you up on the stage and fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that, and like the chick shoved whipped cream up my nose, and like the whole day, like the next day, my whole fucking face just smelled like rancid milk. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah, the whipped cream probably had fentanyl in it.
Yeah. It's pure fat.
Show and
No,
tell.
that was
When did
before
fentanyl come around?
That was way before, brother.
Yeah, true.
Is fentanyl like pretty new?
It's been around. I think it just flooded the streets.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I would say it's probably the 2000s.
Do you understand how
to
it works?
2000s. Fentanyl?
I think
Yeah.
it's a research chem gone wrong.
No, I have no idea.
Why? I'm just saying, like, there's people that like it's like, oh, if you fucking put your fingertip on it, you're dead. And then there's other like black chicks on soft white underbelly, like I have fentanyl lollipops.
Yeah, I
How
mean,
the fuck's that work?
Well,
So-
it's like they have like measured doses of, you know what I mean? I think people, when they get off the street, they don't know what it is. So if you had like a
but how are you
lollipop-
measuring that little bit of amount if you can reach into someone's pocket and fucking die from it?
I don't think, dude. I
That
don't
might be
know.
urban legend.
That's
Bro,
urban. That's
it's on
urban.
vids.
What?
It's like live leaks. of
Touching
cops
it?
reaching in and touching it and dying.
Wait, skin like the skin contact
Skin
on your finger?
contact of
Holy
fentanyl,
shit,
yeah.
bro.
I'd have to see the vid.
That's
Yeah.
just what I'm hearing.
I've seen it. I saw a video of a guy landing on the moon one time, dude.
right on, brother.
The cop reached in, maybe a needle.
I don't
There's
know.
no fentanyl's not strong enough to touch your finger.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
It's insane. You would have to be. That's not possible.
This is what
I'll
I'm.
touch fentanyl.
Noah, can we?
I will
won't.
debunk you.
Is it,
Go
all
down-
that, is it all that Hendrix shit?
Don't touch
lies?
Oh,
With
we
the
had, like,
acid in the
acid in his
headband?
headband, yeah.
That's all the urban legend too, yeah.
All false.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause you
I
can-
held a sheet of acid one time, not knowing what it was, and nothing happened.
Really?
I was just holding on to it, and
What's real is the dude that pitched the no-hitter.
Yeah, that is
That's
true.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's very true.
There's a dude that
Doc
took...
or Doc Holiday, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that, yeah.
Doc something.
He's
Doc
on-
Holiday.
For my fightings?
No, he was like a
No.
Met, I think.
Okay.
But he thought he had the day off, so he popped 2 tabs of acid.
Oh fuck.
Chilled on the beach,
Then they
dude.
summoned him,
And then they called like, no, you got a game today. So he went and pitched a no-hitter.
and like
Dude, it wasn't as you would think it was super pretty. His pitches were nuts, dude.
Obviously, he's on fucking ass.
But it was a
Well,
no
they
hitter.
won. It was
Still was a no hitter.
no hitter is like
go.
really hard to do.
yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
insane.
He did it though.
Sick facts.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
the,
fun facts, man.
dude, the fentanyl, like you can get the fentanyl patch. You're supposed to wear it on your arm for like all day, and it gives you like slow release. But
Does it get you geezed? They're
well,
like,
what happens is the boys would pop them off their arms and nibble them. So you cut a small hole and you suck a little bit of that gel, and it like fucks you up big time.
Jesus Christ.
But it's probably dosed according. That's why you're saying these guys on the streets die from it. But there's no way a cop's touching fentanyl powder and dying.
bro
Where'd you see this video?
on the net.
Mom's Facebook?
Chain email must respond.
Oh, dude. I mean,
It's not true.
I can't believe they
It
do
would be
this.
so
Exclamation
strong.
point.
Yeah,
In order for it to go through your skin
Chill
and kill you.
I'll
instantaneous.
look it up
Instantaneously.
later on. I don't have my phone
Yeah,
on me
dude,
now.
fucking email.
No, what do we got here? Get over here and just.
I love all that Facebook shit where it's like a picture of a dude with like tattoos and piercings. It's like, what would you do if your daughter brought him home? And it's a bunch of boomers like, I'd tell him to
Mike.
get the fuck out of here.
Hold on, yeah, take Tom's mic. Deliver the fucking. What happened? I want to know this, right? We got to spell this rumor right. We can't be on here sharing misinformation, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
If
You're
I'm
banned.
right, you have to take your shirt
We
off.
can't be
We're gonna
making
play strip
fentanyl seem more scary.
podcasting.
Dude, we can't make fentanyl seem more scary than it is. That's wrong.
Hold on.
Skin exposure is not expected to lead to toxicity due to extremely poor penetration of the skin barrier, and symptoms of intoxication from skin exposure are unlikely.
Damn, bro.
Hey, man. Even Jesus dropped the
Take
cross
your shirt
3
off,
times.
bro. Let me see what you got
That
over
was a
there.
joke, bro. That was a joke.
Yeah, don't take your shirt. I'm not with that.
All right. So maybe you got pricked.
I got two. Yeah.
What?
Maybe you got pricked.
Still, stay off Facebook.
Guard dog,
dude.
where's the vid?
Also, yeah, I don't know.
Whatever, dude. Let's. I mean, dude.
Yeah,
neither
let's
of us
moving
do
on.
Fit. Let's just move
Yeah,
on.
nobody does
Right
fet.
on.
Don't do fet.
Don't touch fentanyl. But if you
It's
do,
scary.
you won't die.
Dude, there's like Asians and shit that are getting busted. Bringing like I know people live in apartments like on the on Columbus Boulevard, and they're bringing that shit in all day long in Amazon packages. Like they're constantly having busts from like fentanyl coming over from
Oh,
Asia.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like constantly.
Not to change the subject,
Yeah.
but I know a dude that was trying online dating and went directly to FetLife.
What?
Not, dude. Remember that? Remember I was telling you
And I
that?
saw a friend.
Not fentanyl life. This
Not
was
fentanyl.
No, FetLife.
Fetish
yeah,
life?
Yeah.
Fetish life.
Immediately went to FetLife. He's not into anything.
What?
He thought it was
like
thought it was a dating
trying to
website.
cover all of his bases. But the crazy thing
know what
was,
it was.
A boomer, and he's like, "Yo, take a picture of me. It's for a dating website." And I had his password and everything. He's like, "Set this up for me."
dude, but the
FetLife?
nut thing
Yeah.
was he set up his FetLife account.
Did he get any action?
No, and the one of the first people he saw was someone that we both knew,
Yeah,
who we had no idea was into getting annihilated,
getting beat up and shit.
getting like the
What?
shit kicked
Oh, yeah,
out
it
of
was
her.
wild.
Do I
getting,
know
like-
this person?
Nah, it was like a very loose associate. It was
Yeah.
just we knew her from the neighborhood.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
he was like,
gotcha,
dude,
gotcha.
don't. Isn't this someone?
No, do I know the person who joined as a profile?
Yes, you've met
you
this
know, You
dude.
met him.
Yeah. What was the gear on the picture?
White t-shirt, flannel, buttoned at the top like a cholo.
Fuck.
What was he claiming? What was he
Jeans
claiming his kink
rolled
was?
up. Doc Martens.
What was he claiming his kink was?
No kink.
No kink.
He didn't. He
it was
just
a dating
thought it was
website.
like
He was vanilla.
trying to hit everything.
Yeah.
He's just poking around.
He was
bro.
just like hitting all the sites.
And you guys found someone you knew who just likes to
That was his first one though.
Dude, it was
I thought
like pictures
hilarious.
of bruises and stuff, and was like, look at the, and like, it was insane.
You saw a girl who likes to get her ass handed to her.
that
Likes
we
to get
know.
the shit kicked out of her.
like when you
What?
say ass hand,
Sexually.
you're talking about like unhinged levels of getting beat up.
Yes.
Yeah, like need bruises and stuff. Yeah.
We're talking
Dude,
consensual, non-consensual.
My my one boy did this. He broke up with his
What?
what?
Your boy beat up.
No,
a
no,
chick.
no. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about signing up for dating apps. My one boy did this. He broke up with his girlfriend. He's like, "Fuck this! Like, I want to bang a milf." And he downloaded a thing called Cougar Life.
Yeah.
Like CougarLife.com.
That's like a porn ad.
Yeah, he fucking signed up for it, and he's just like, "Dude, like what?" And he's the same guy who
He signed up for like a porn ad sidebar where it was
Yeah.
like hungry
Oh,
milfs
no.
want to fuck
This
you.
dude-
It's adult friend finder, but it's Cougar Life.
this dude is like, I went the first time I ever went to a strip club. It was with him, and like he came back from the back. He goes, "Dude, that chick said I had the biggest dick she's ever seen." I was like, "Bro, chill." Like they say that to everyone.
God, dude.
So he goes on Cougar Life, and he's like talking about it. He's like, dude, there's all these, like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not fake. There's all these chicks. I'm like, bro, it's fake. And I was like, how do you know there's chicks? Like, they sent me pictures. And I was like, oh, you didn't send them pictures, right? He's like, I mean, yeah, I sent a picture. Like, why would I? I was like,
dude.
you're probably sending a dude a picture of you
He's sending collector's pics.
Yeah. CougarLife.com.
Did he ever meet up with a cougar?
Fuck no.
No, he was like on one of those sidebars that's
Like meet
try
horny
not to
milfs
come.
in your area,
Yeah.
Literally CougarLife.com.
and they were sending him hot cougar pics.
BLM, dude. Bang local milfs.
I saw that.
You
I
saw,
saw
the
that bumper sticker. Yeah.
Such an alpha sticker.
Today I saw a Pornhub bumper sticker.
Oh,
Yeah.
insane. I feel for
The bros are on the sites, dude. We gotta
I
get the
feel
bros on
bad
the
for
sites.
when the like old head boomers that just got onto Facebook, when they discover Pornhub, it's gonna be over.
It's over, dude.
They are, dude.
That's what I
they
wanted to
have
do.
to know,
I
dude.
want to get
they
like
don't know.
horse
man.
shit.
like your birthday party, right? Your birthday
I'm
party.
talking 75-year-olds.
Your birthday party coming up.
Yeah.
I want to just hit the fucking drum kick and see if any of them pop up.
See if any heads pop. That's a good test.
dude.
That's
Yeah.
actually a good.
I
test.
think they're all, like, literally, I have a theory. They're all claiming computer literacy. And when no one's around, dude, they're like, they're on their phones,
yeah.
Pornhub. Like,
It's just
what?
like Batman's hideout.
What are
in
you
front of
doing over there on Facebag? And then it's like immediately category sort by new.
You think they're like ripping through like
Oh yeah, dude.
fast speed? Like
They're fraud as fuck.
what's that?
They're fraud as fuck, dude. If you hand me a phone, like, they were all, there was like jerk mags and all this shit. They were going for it in the fucking 60s and 70s when they were
Yeah,
kids.
but with the boomers, the porn, like,
Bro, they were stashing
It's like
mags.
the difference between like
Dude,
vinyl.
I'm telling
like, they
you.
like the tactile.
yo,
I hear you.
I'm telling you, when like our dads were older, only a fraction of them were porn hounds.
Yeah, good
Like
point.
you had,
I tried to say this, and I got shut down on that.
No, Matt, Tom's right. We've talked about this many
you
times.
had like the op of getting porno in your hand as a married man with children was like top level fucking.
You had to do weird shit.
You had to
Yeah.
first risk pulling off 76 into
True.
risque video, which you're gonna get hit by another car.
Which is now smoking.
Then you had
vapes.
to go. You had to physically exist in a porn store for about 10 minutes.
You had to hang out with a pedophile, basically.
Yeah, you had to exist in a porn store, get out of the porn store, and nobody could see you. And then you had to get a box somewhere in your house.
That's why when they went, they would get 50 fucking mags.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
they
they
might have
would- they
kept him in the
would load
mechanic
up.
shop, but still, it was like you might have caught a fap like once a month.
Yeah,
but the
good point.
op wasn't there. It wasn't like your wife's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go take a shower," and you're like, "I'm gonna look at the hardest fucking porn on the planet."
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
You the acts like, and then what's even nuttier than that was like if you were a regular dude, you could go get like Playboy and Penthouse, but if you wanted to get like something a little more like specific,
Yeah.
I found a Velvet in the woods. It was very hardcore.
you had to send
Yeah.
away for that stuff.
Oh,
like
no.
you would have to like get a manila envelope sent to your house.
And
Like it
monitor
just
the
wasn't
mail.
there.
Yeah, it's hard to accept.
Yeah, true.
This shit happened to me. I did a clean out for Hoss with Matt, and there was a box of fucking porn.
Single dudes looked at more porn than anyone. Like back then, if you had like your own apartment,
Oh, yeah.
it was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
cut
why
that shit open and put it under the box spring, and Mom found it. And these were the rugged ones with like
Tranny
all
ads.
tranny ads on the back and shit. And I was like, "What are you looking at?" I was like, "It's not mine."
Dude.
But like I'm saying,
My
like,
dad was like, they weren't mine either.
Oh, fuck.
like your dad definitely wasn't sneaking around the house with those.
My
things.
dad had no porn. I scoured the house for him.
I dude, I
True that.
searched.
True that. Yeah.
I searched
High and
every
low.
uncle's house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna out myself, but if I babysat for you, I flipped your fucking room. 'Cause I was like, some of you fuckers have porn.
Yeah.
None of them had it.
Not of mad porn. Yeah, it was
Everyone
like
was clean.
CP was also
One, I
wildly on
caught
the board.
one. I won't say who it was.
Yeah, you won't.
one had porn.
One had everything.
What? I know.
Oh,
I'll try to see if he says any names.
yeah.
No one.
I know
Everyone
who
was
it is.
clean across the board.
Yeah,
Even friends of fam, like anyone. I dug.
you're like a dope head.
Yeah,
I
instead
was
of
a
pills, it was just looking
Yeah,
for
I
porn.
was looking at that. I was like, check the top hutch, check this, check that.
It was kind of disturbing when you go to someone's friend, like your friend's house, and their dad had porn, and you'd be like,
Dude, I could sit down and write a list of all the dads that had porn in our school.
Right now.
Yes. It was etched in my head. I'm not going to out them,
Yeah, obviously.
but it would be like,
it was like the 5 families of New York. There was like 5
dude,
families that
I
had
remember
porn
kids would
statues.
come into school, yeah, and they'd be like, dude, I found my dad's porno tape. And I'd be like, yo, bring it in.
Oh yeah,
And they would bring it in, then I'd be like, this is mine now.
that was like excavating Goblet Techie, dude.
Yeah,
You'd be like,
like-
wait, there's been a discovery.
Like nerd kids would be like, dude, I stole this VHS off my dad. And I would take it and be like, what's your dad going to do? Tell your mom it's mine now.
Oh,
Damn, dude.
You were a porn bully.
I was a porn bully.
Fuck.
Dude, it was gold.
I was
True.
I handed that shit out. I found the One Night in Paris bonus features, brought that in, gave it to my boys. Like, told you it was sick. Brought it back.
That's certified Mayone.
Slid it back on the portable DVD player. Boink, right back in.
Dude, your jerk setup was so fun. You had the most futuristic jerk setup out of any kid.
It was
Portable DVD player, dude.
portable DVD player, hamper upside down right at the toilet.
Those things should be made out of like space age material.
There was a basketball highlight, LeBron James rookie year, NBA highlights that I put in it. That's the thing that
was your cover?
Top. Yeah.
Damn,
Dude, you could run the experiment to see how hard they're going on porn. Just get Dad's phone and hit. He definitely doesn't know how to do incognito mode. So if you
I
were
would
to
want to know, dude.
No, that's Bill's theory is that they know how to do all this
They know how to
shit.
do all that shit?
I think they're frauding on some computer literacy.
They're on like DuckDuckGo.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean, they were.
I would never in a million years search that.
I wouldn't either.
Like Dad's phone.
Find Dad's fucking.
I would not
Kink.
like.
What
What
do
if
I
you
wanna
open
say?
up? It's like.
It would just be like boobs. It would be like boobs.
What if it was like
A guy who's had 6 kids, bro. He's fucking beyond boobs, man.
Yeah.
I was
I
looking
don't
that
know.
shit up in second grade. BigSex.com. It's the first website I ever typed in.
but I'm telling you, since they didn't grow up with it, it's not part of. It's not in their wheelhouse. So if I like dropped the mag in front of him, he'd be like, "Oh shit!" But if it was like hop on your phone, he'd be like, "Nah, dude."
Dude, I remember being like
Yeah.
13 and going for the mag that I had under my bed and it not being there. And that was literally like the scariest.
Like
That was
Smeagol.
the scariest moment, I think, of my life at that point. I had to go downstairs and my dad was sitting at the kitchen table with it.
Oh.
I would run.
My dad wasn't even supposed to be home from work. My mom called him. My mom found it while I was at school, and I came home and went upstairs. Didn't notice my dad. Walked right
You were-
upstairs.
you were-
I
you
was
were
like
so-
hitting that. Dude, I used to charge out of the bus to go hit this bag. Dude, I used to edge on the bus with girls.
Chill, bro.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
He was like a
I'm
hammer.
talking about putting my
This is
face
a
in the
share
titties,
room.
dude.
It's a share.
We're
I'm
just
sorry.
four.
I had my face in some
We're
mounds,
four
dude.
porn addicts in recovery. Share it.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, he came off that
I-
bus like a hammerhead shark, dude.
Dude.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro, I was edging the whole ride home. I remember I used to she would be like finger me and I would just put my hand on it, feel the heat on the mound, and then I'd barrel off the fucking bus to try to hit this mag, dude. I got home, went right upstairs, mag's not there. Fuck. Come downstairs. Most
And
trouble
in
of all
the
time.
blur,
Like,
you
oh,
didn't
hey,
realize
Dad.
your dad was at the table with the mag.
I came downstairs. It was
probably
like
ran right
it was
past
like
him.
tripping, dude. I ran right past him. I came down and he was just like sitting there with it, and I was like shaking, dude.
Thank you for the share.
I would die. Thanks for that share.
Hey man, no problem. That's why I'm here.
What if your dad fapped to it? While he
That's
was
what I was
at
thinking.
home?
No chance, dude. It
Like,
was
he was
open
like-
to the back ads.
He was like, "Baby, I'm gonna take a look and make sure he's not looking at me."
Also, another embarrassing side note: thing was glued shut on both. of the fucking gears.
Oh, no. It was a Kit Kat bar?
Oh, it was terrifying. Dude.
Damn.
Oh.
I had this thing for years.
I dread these days that I'm gonna have to explain.
Yeah, it's coming up,
I
bro.
just think the shit's funny as fuck.
It's all phone, though. It's going to be all phone.
Yeah, but I
you
have
should
to.
porn bully your son.
No, I just want to
True.
hit him ahead of time and be like, dude, here's what this is.
Be like, this is mine now.
Nice.
Or
iPad,
just be
Max.
like, dude,
You're taking the fall.
or just do a total Big Brother setup. Like, dude, I got your room cammed out. If you start fapping,
Jesus Christ, dude.
it's on
Or
you.
I might just let it rip. And then once he's like 11, just start going hard on the iPad.
What do you mean?
Yo, that's
Start
mad,
every
bro.
night, just fucking crushing it on the iPad.
Dana's like, what is he
And my wife's
looking
like,
at?
I'll be like, what the fuck is he looking at?
Max, just your fall guy.
My phone guy.
Dude, I took
I'll
a
let him
fall.
take it.
I took a fall for some hardcore stuff, bro.
When?
One of my buddies died.
Oh,
Oh,
And-
dude, this is the worst story.
One of my buddies died, and there was a computer that was just like Japanese chicks puking, fucking wild shit, like hardcore.
And you took the hit.
There was a video, there was an MPEG. This was back old times where there was just like little 15-second, 30-second videos. Remember that?
Yeah.
There was just early MPEGs.
No, yeah.
And it was this thing called Chloe where this chick was just getting this, fisted, both hands. So like this kid had the most hardcore shit, dies. I roll up to the funeral.
Fap to death?
No. it's terrible story.
You have
But
no respect for life.
Sorry, dude. It's a
yeah,
comedy
but,
podcast.
yeah, I took the heat. I took the heat on his computer. They were like, "Oh yeah, Andrew put all that shit on."
you protected his legacy?
Yeah, yeah.
That's fucking
Sucked it
admirable,
up.
dude.
Had to
Yeah.
shake. Had to shake the parents' hands. look him in the eye.
That's admirable.
And they thought he was out there looking at Chloe.
Yeah, I'm just Gollum.
They thought you were looking at Goatsy.
That's
Damn,
nice.
fucking
That's a
so
solid
admirable.
service.
Yeah.
You probably got a lot of points for that.
Another share. What else you
it's
guys
good
got?
share, dude.
That's probably why you didn't get mocked in the DMT realm,
Yeah, that's
dude.
probably why you got celebrated.
I'm telling you, man, I have such a different experience than you, man. I show up and they're like, "Holy shit, bro, he's here. Let's fucking fix him."
Yeah, not me,
Like,
dude.
I'm sorry about that.
Don't be sorry. It was exactly what I needed.
yeah, you always get what you need.
I got exactly what I needed.
Because I've had it all. I've had like the good, the bad, the in between.
Dude, I'll tell you what's not fun is when you don't smoke enough DMT and you lay in the fucking nether
Yeah,
realm.
right, the nether realm.
That shit fucking
It's
sucked.
not fun. That's the worst thing
That's
you
the
can do.
problem with Tom had with Michael Pollan's book.
What?
He wrote that as like his experience.
Michael Pollan, that whole book pissed me off.
You don't
You don't
like
like
that,
the
man?
book piss you off?
It pissed me off because like he was like, oh, I did all the like he like went and like nibbled on all these psychedelics
Yeah.
and then tried to be like, oh, here's what like it's like, dude, if you want to write a book about like what it's like to take acid, do it 10 times in the course of 2 years.
Yeah.
Don't go do it once. Take a lower dose than you should have.
What do you take? Like 200 mics?
He took like 100 mics probably.
I think he took 200.
Doubt it. Noah. How many? Nah, he took. I think he took like a hit and a half or something.
You and Noah might have a spirit bond right now.
We might, dude. We're definitely.
I know it just chiefed it.
No, this summer, dude, you got to come to the compound.
Yeah, come out, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he fears.
But no,
fearlessly
and then
went into
he,
that.
like, he did all these things, and it could have been a really cool book, but he like just dabbled with them,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Oh, I don't know about them." Like, I was like right back to like my old way, but now I meditate better. It's like, dude, you took mushrooms like twice,
Yeah. He
and
did.
then he trashed Timothy Leary. If I ever saw him, I'd fight him.
It's on site.
Talk about Timothy
Tom
Leary.
loves
He did.
Leary, dude.
Love Timothy Leary.
He does rule.
He trashes him.
That's fucked up. A lot of
And
those
like,
guys trash Leary.
They trash Leary because
Why does everybody tell me he's a CIA asset?
that's not true at all.
You got broken out of jail by the Weather Underground.
Yeah. Why? I'm not even gonna have.
It's just what I heard. Literally,
What?
don't get triggered, bro.
I'm not triggered. I'm talking about Michael Pollan and how I'm gonna fuck him up.
You would kick Michael Pollan's ass.
I would
for
do.
sure.
I have
for
no
sure,
problem.
dude.
I would
love
dive
to
into a
throw
pool
these
if I saw his
jokers
ass
out
just to
to you.
stop. What's
You would
that?
dive in and get him.
I would
I
dive
like
in
to
and get
throw
him.
these jokers around.
Shout out Florida, man.
But like I read his book.
You would set an what is it, amphibious assault on him. You'd jump into the water from the
I would
land.
I would learn to dive instantly, just so I didn't have to do my thing.
just look like a Navy SEAL.
But no, his whole book.
If you kangaroo penciled on him, dude, that would fuck him up.
I'd probably fuck.
If
him
you
up.
M Bison him, just like, M Bison like jumps on people with his 2 feet.
Matt knows the rarest fighters, dude.
because he always was the beat dude.
Yeah.
Like we'd play Street Fighter, Matt would be like, Vegas, my
Matt's,
dude.
it's
Vegas.
fucked up
Oh,
though.
good one.
It's fucked up because he's Scorpion every time.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude.
Nah, dude, I
Exactly.
fuck with Kang, Scorpion. I fuck
They're
with
all the top
Sub-Zero.
dudes.
They're my same
all the
guys.
top
They're my
guys.
same
I
guys.
go with the good guys.
Yeah,
you guys are like, oh, Nighthawk.
I thought Nighthawk was cool.
Your
I
white
thought Quan
guilt.
Chi was cool.
Your white guilt leads you to Nighthawk.
Sorry, no.
I fuck with Johnny Cage.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't fuck with
You
Hollywood
don't fuck with
Cage.
Johnny
I
Cage.
fuck with Johnny
Get
Cage.
the fuck out of here,
I used
dude.
to fuck with the girls just to see it. I used to play what's the fucking one game on the beach? It's like it's like one of the Tekkens.
Yeah, Tekken or something.
Tekken is
the
too
girls
hard.
are in like boy shorts.
I fuck with
Yeah.
Blanca.
Blanca?
Yeah,
I
Blanca.
fuck with E Honda.
Sonya.
Chun Li.
Yeah, Chun-Li's nasty.
Dude, there's nothing more troubling than Tom's period of life where
I fuck with Balrog.
you fuck with the game Manhunt and
Dude,
you're
that was
sus
like
for
2 weeks of my life.
No,
that.
dude.
He set up surround sound in our room and there was
You gotta
a,
watch it. He's an elephant, dude.
He's a fucking.
Yeah.
He does,
there's a
he's
twin
trapped,
bed,
dude.
bro. There's a twin bed, TV, twin bed. Tom sets up surround sound. First thing we do is listen to Smashing Pumpkins. It was sick, obviously. And then Tom gets it. We got a PS2 in there. I was ripping San Andreas at the time. Tom
This
got
was
it.
pre San Andreas, dude.
I was playing San Andreas.
No, you're
dude.
playing Vice City probably.
No, San Andreas afterwards.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't remember this. I would go to sleep. Tom would be, there was a recliner right in front of it, and he would play a game called fucking Manhunt, bro. It was made
What
by
is-
Rockstar Games.
What is Manhunt?
It's a fucking snuff film.
It's fucked up,
It was
dude.
fucked up.
It's a game that's just a snuff film, and you go around killing people, and at the end you're fighting like some dude who's wearing a pig skin.
Yeah, you just go like
And
rip
he would
people's
just
heads
hate-
off.
Dude,
You'd play it
I
in
never
pitch
played a game in my
darkness.
life. You turned me on to some game and I got hooked on the rhythm of the game.
What happened when you moved back in? Was that financial, or did you hit like an existential roadblock?
It was a mixture of like being a drunk. It wasn't so much financial because I was working at the
Yeah,
beer
you were
distributor.
killing it.
I was making money. I just was like such a drunk
Yeah,
that like
Yeah, you had that Grinch belly.
Yeah, I just was a drunk.
I got
Yeah.
leveled.
Like I
because
wasn't
of-
thinking.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, it wasn't like, what am I gonna do next? It was just like, oh, my apartment's up, and then like
Going
I
home.
somehow got a dog at some point.
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck.
What, Juicy?
I had Juicy,
Yeah.
and then I was just a slump. I was just like
Did you ever black out at the parents' house during that time?
constantly.
Dude, one time we went
We
to
would
Duffers.
walk to the bar up the street
Yeah, yeah,
and get so drunk.
yeah.
And then like piss on the like it was like I was still like college living in their house for like a month.
Dude, Tom pissed the hallway when he was like 27.
Yeah, I was like 28.
Yeah, I do remember coming in one time. And
Share.
you were in the
Yeah,
living
good
room.
share,
It's a
good
share.
share, good
The
share.
best ever was, dude, the day before Easter, we went out and got fucking hammered. And then we were in the bathroom brushing our teeth and we had promethazine. And I was like, it was in there and I picked it up like fucking with it.
Oh, is that the rapper stuff?
Yeah,
Yes,
the
it's
syrup.
purple syrup. And Tom was like, drink that. And I put my tongue on it and didn't let it go down my throat and acted like I
Like you
put
did
up like a two or like put up a foe. I was like, Tom, drink. And he drank like 4 ounces of
I drank like
promethazine
half the bottle.
Well,
while
dude,
drunk, dude, and was in Easter Mass slumped.
I was in
dude.
Easter Mass like Kenzoing out.
like full chopped and screwed
Full on,
from,
like,
from the night
forward.
before. From the night before, was in there just fully chopped and screwed.
I was like
People are
pretending. I was
probably
doing a show. I
still
was
worried
pretending.
about you.
What's that?
people are probably still worried
Definitely.
about
I was
you.
doing a show. I was like
Yeah.
pretending to look in my bag.
Oh, God.
Dude, we gotta do ads. We gotta do ads.
All right.
Sorry to break this up, dude.
Great
Guys,
chairs
Fat
all
life.
around.
Yeah.
Guys, let me-
Riveting conversation.
guys, you guys love nicotine, right? You guys absolutely love nicotine. I mean, there's great
I like to
flavors. Let me tell you something. You guys like the vape? You guys got to get on to Lucy. Lucy has lozenges and all kinds of stuff. Check out the full line of products at lucy.co and use the promo code DRENCHED at checkout. That's lucy.co and be sure to use that promo code DRENCHED. And if you're a listener from Canada, Lucy is now available at ca.lucy.co. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Also, while we're at it, dudes, you got Billy, you look at a ton of fucked up porn, right? Have you ever wondered why internet access is so much cheaper these days? It's because internet service providers aren't just making money off subscription fees. They're also making money from spying on your internet activity, Bill,
No.
and selling your history to data to big tech companies.
There's 4 pointing back at you, bro.
So what's the best way to make sure 100% of your data is encrypted and that your ISP can't get a hold of?
Don't be a
You can't
pervert.
get hold of it? Your
Hey,
internet
go to
service
church.
provider? You guessed it, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN creates a secure tunnel between all your devices and the internet so that everything you do online is encrypted. It reroutes your connection through a secure server. All your ISP, internet service provider, can see is that you're connected to an ExpressVPN server. That's it. ExpressVPN works on all your devices, tablets, smart TVs, even your router so your entire family can stay protected. That's what's up, dude.
That is what's up.
Dude, how hard does your porn habit have to be that you have to get a VPN?
VPN?
Dude,
It's either that or you're capital storming.
guys, I can't stress this.
That whole ad, I was like, I might need this.
Guys, I can't stress this enough.
Stormfront.org.
ExpressVPN is so simple to use. You just open up the app, tap one button to connect, and that's it. Protect your online activity today with a VPN rated #1 by Business Insider. Visit our exclusive link, expressvpn.com/drenched, so you can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/drenched. All right. So that's it. Also, dude, I just got to do this. This isn't a real ad. It's just a freeze pipe, dude. These guys, Gardini, can you fucking slay this freeze pipe real quick?
It's already loaded.
Guard dog.
It's already
Guard
loaded,
dog.
man.
Guard dog.
Freeze Pipe sent us a free bong, and they had an ad read, but I'm just going to, dude, it's on the house, Freeze Pipe. You don't got to pay for this. This is a phenomenal bong, I have to say.
Dude, this is legitimately like Shane's the parents and they're away right now.
Oh, for sure.
So
Dude, this is, we smoked DMT before. Yeah, this is the glycerin coil right there. The smoke's flying through it, dude. It keeps it so
Damn,
icy.
that was a hit.
There you go.
Is it smooth, guard dog?
Yo,
If you cough, it makes it stronger.
Freeze Pipe, freezepipe.com, dude. Freeze Pipe is a superior bong.
Bill,
All
hold
right.
your breath.
Hold
Hold
your
my
breath,
breath?
dude.
Hold
Yeah,
how
long?
fucking pass the drug test.
Yeah.
I can hold my breath for fucking 2 minutes.
Can
I had
you?
to clash it. No,
Yeah,
I had to clear it.
that's
No
what's
big deal. All right. Sorry. I hate doing, you know I hate doing that.
You got
but-
it. Yeah, reads, you know.
I hear you.
It's
Gotta
part
do
of
it.
it, you know, like I'm not promoting my shit, hempycampers.com. I thought I was like, man, I'll come down.
Hempycampers.com,
I'm not gonna
hempycampers.com,
come down here and promote
hempycampers.com.
my like quasi-legal weed.
Dude,
website.
I ate one of those gummies recently. The one thing that sucks bad is when you're super tired and you eat a weed edible anyway.
Yeah.
For me, it does, dude. I just get so confused.
Yeah, you get like grouchy and like
Oh,
weird.
dude,
I
I-
do that a lot if I like smoke weed. It's like the end of the night and I go take the trash out and then I'll be like, I should smoke a joint while I'm out here.
Dude,
and then I'll come back in and I'm like weird and grouchy and have to go to bed.
Dude, I gobbled a couple of those.
Cobain.
Yeah, I'm just
I gobbled a couple of those gummies recently, and I was so fucking tired and like straight, like it was just insane, dude.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
why I
was
stick
like,
to the Changa. I mean, not to say that you shouldn't go to hempycampers.com, but I also not here to promote my shit.
Yeah, for
I'm just
sure.
here for my brother.
For
to
sure.
give him
Really cool
drugs.
T-shirts too.
Really cool T-shirt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude.
a lot of faithful customers like to thank them.
Dude, if I could, I'd eat it.
what?
pause.
Walked right into that.
Literally,
Yeah,
how's
dude.
eating a pause? A pussy.
Dude, I'm just fucking.
You can eat ass. You can eat a dude's ass.
Tom got me exposed at dinner one time because we were talking shit at the dinner table, and Tom was saying "eat me" all this shit, and I was just like, I just figured it was like some good slam, and like I think Tom or someone said something at dinner. I was like, "Eat me," and everyone's like, "What?"
When was this?
I was in Chichester basketball clinic because
Bucky Gills?
I really exposed myself there because I told a dude to eat me in front of a chick. I was like, yeah, eat me. And this chick, the dude just like, do you know what that means? I was like, yeah. I was like, what's it mean? I was like, fucking eat me, dude. I don't know.
I feel like dudes
Destroyed me
said
in front
that
of
back
a
in the
chick.
night. Dudes
Yeah,
would
eat
be
me
eat
was
me.
like a
Yeah.
Tom got me, but then they were like, dude, it means a pussy. I was like, fuck.
No, it doesn't.
That's what I was told when I
In
was like,
Chichester basketball, maybe.
Yeah, Chichester basketball. There was definitely the coach was eat me all the way.
Wasn't that your boy? Who was that dude?
Bucky Gill.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
He was like squirting. He would like go in and like squirt the.
Bro, chill.
It's fucked up. He was squirting. He was coaching a high school girls basketball team.
Yeah.
Running a very his basketball camp was
Type
good.
program.
that was
I separate
fun.
the basketball camp from
Yeah,
the
you
coach.
gotta separate the
from
coach from
pedophile.
the-
But dude, he would like
As
go in
you
the
should.
shower and just squirt them with VO5 and like, hurry up, ladies, and like
What's
he would
VO5?
shampoo. Dude, he never knew the struggle, dude.
They weren't there.
Never knew the struggle. Where was you, dude? Where was you, dude? We had the VO5.
Alberto VO5.
All you've known is Pantene Pro V.
Billy
dude.
doesn't use shampoo.
What are you talking about?
You don't know what VO5 is?
I use all natural shampoos.
Do you?
Yeah.
Dude, you put me on to not using shampoo. I haven't washed my hair in like 2 months.
No, it's good for you. It's good for the oils in your hair, obviously.
Wait, you
I'm
don't
not
wash
fishing.
your hair?
Once a week, maybe.
Billy put me on to not
Yeah.
wash my hair.
Yeah, you cannot do it. I did it for a while, and after like 2 months, it was like, all right, I should I need to wash my hair at least once a month.
That's
I
wild.
just do it once a week. Yeah.
Billy put me on some hair tips.
All right, yeah.
I'm
Feel
no,
good?
Yo, me and Bill are both hitting the belly buttons. man.
Yeah, so we're going away. I'm going sitting bull. I got another piece of turquoise coming. Shit's
Billy's
getting
going
real.
to handlebar braids.
Yeah. Damn. I'll never cut my hair again,
you
dude.
shouldn't.
Till like fucking next year when I'm like, all right, fuck this.
Ardini, where are we at right? Where are we at right now?
57 minutes.
Sweet. Let's wrap this up in an hour. We'll round out the hour and slide into the page.
You mind if I drain the main?
Drain the main, actually.
I
Let it
really
go,
gotta.
Yeah, we'll just go to the page.
Oh my god.
We'll just go to our real page family, dude.